You are tuned in to the New Old Heads podcast, premiered every Thursday at noon at bringingdowntheband.com and brought to you by No Bad Ideas, Coleman Dental, Printfinity, and Team Backpack. Support the New Old Heads by visiting our Patreon at patreon.com/New Old Heads.
Episode. Brought to you by Sam Ash. Brought to you by Sam Ash. Brought to you by Sam Ash.
Sponsorship dollar.
Hey, that's 5 times right there.
Get that bread. We need that bread. Episode 100, the New Old Heads podcast. I am Major 7th. I make beats. I got the hard drive to prove it. I do want that smoke. We are live from Orange, 2018, downtown Indianapolis, Mass Ave. This is the 100th episode, fellas. Let's clap it up. Can we clap it up? Can we get a clap?
Couldn't have planned that better.
Yeah. In front of me, the man with the plan, Lonegevity, Mr. Bringing Down the Band. How are you, sir?
I'm feeling good. Feeling great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you know. Keep it hip hop, you know.
Fresh to death as always, rocking the full Miami University, the U sweatsuit, sponsored by Adidas, DJ Jay Diff.
Salutations.
Hey.
What's up, my good brother?
I'm good, man. We're technically not sponsored by Adidas.
I was speaking about
I'm gonna
you,
need
sir.
that check.
And we're actually technically not sponsored by Sam Ash, so Jamie, we gonna need that check too.
Thank you. Cut that check, man. We are giving out this free advertising.
I know. Who else can we shout out to get some of these sponsorship dollars?
Founders, you know, we could use some free beer checks as
Yeah.
well, you know.
So y'all send all checks payable to Major 7th. I'll make sure I get that money spread out. So we got y'all on that. We have 2 special guests. We're not going to hold them that long. They have other things to do.
So talk about our guests, how we're going to do this for tonight.
All right, so today we're going to have multiple guests. I think we're going to rotate maybe every 10 or 12 minutes.
Yep.
And our first 2 guests up are actually both DJs. They are also both married. So we don't see
each other, not other people. just so we're clear.
We have DJ 𝗀𝗲𝗱 and DJ Indiana Jones in the
What's
building.
up?
Thank
How y'all
you.
doing?
Repeating air horn with lasers.
All of it.
Thank you both for sitting with us for a little bit. We don't want to hold you like we said, but we are so glad that you guys came and sat out
Glad
with
to
us.
be here,
Indeed.
for sure.
So we have topics that the patrons here at Orange have been submitting topics for us. So I'm going to let you guys grab a topic, and we're going to talk
All
about this for
right.
about
Go
10
ahead,
minutes.
Gabby.
Yeah, drum roll, please.
What we got in that bowl there?
No, you read it.
I read it. Okay. Did MGK deliver on Binge?
All right, so that is the EP that he just dropped after all of the.
Has anybody heard that?
You know what?
I don't even know who this is.
No. Honestly, I haven't.
Next.
I have a thing about white rappers, to be quite frank.
Talk
I don't listen to white rappers.
Talk that talk. Go
No,
ahead.
I mean, and obviously, M can rap his ass off, and
Okay.
I mean, I'm like Mike DeLoca fan. Like,
Okay.
that to me,
Right.
like that. Yeah, if I want to hear a white dude rap, like that's
Who?
Zach De La Roca.
Zach, not Mike.
Zach.
Yeah, I mean,
Zach.
if it ain't the Beasties or Third Base, I ain't messing with it. I don't fuck with it.
Yeah, or the
I'm
Beasties.
sorry, I don't like the new white
Anyway,
boys.
no offense
None
to
of
like
them.
my
I don't
white
like any of the new
rappers.
white
Like,
boys.
God, I love you. Like, there's
I
definitely a
don't.
lane for y'all. But
Eminem can rap. He's probably
Yeah.
like one of the top 10 lyricists or
But
so.
Thank you, sir.
there's
I
that
agree.
meme that it's like basically
I don't
all
like
these
listening
rap
to 'em.
beefs are just these dudes sitting in their rooms writing poems to each other, and it's like, I don't know, it's silly.
No,
it's-
Wild Boy went hard in the club for MGK. Wild Boy went hard. Wild Boy went hard.
It's fine.
See,
Like, they're
but
fine.
I'm just not
they're
into
cool.
it.
Like, I don't
Just not
play
into
it.
it.
I don't like pay
They could
attention
both-
to any of this.
Yeah, they're cool. The next
you know,
one. Let's go to another one.
Beef.
But
yeah.
Long raps though. He
Yeah,
rap.
I mean,
Have y'all listened to him?
Y'all
Yeah.
want some smoke?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Bring the smoke. I mean, I want to hear if you're good, you're good. You know. I mean, I fuck with like Slug and a few other
Yeah.
people. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's
Yeah.
not like I'm not against white rappers. I mean, I just don't like them.
That sounded like
Yes,
Bone.
and I
I'm not
should
against white rappers.
Disclaimer, because I don't want to hear about it on Facebook.
Yeah, let's
'cause I'm
clear
tired
that
of
up because we
shit,
definitely didn't come out here for that. So let's
Well,
clear
I'll say this. I agree with that.
Okay.
And I rap.
Right.
Mac Miller was somebody who like gradually got better throughout his career.
definitely
Yeah.
He's all right. Yeah, rest in peace. He's all
Eminem
right.
is like a great lyricist, but he doesn't make songs that I like.
That's fair.
And that's
Well,
that's a
let me
really
tell
good
you
point.
what
As a
Eminem's problem
DJ,
is.
it's like I don't play that much M.
That's
you
what I
know,
was gonna
and that's
ask.
like
Here's
it doesn't,
Eminem's
but
problem.
I pay more M than I do MGK.
But you know why you don't, Gabby?
So.
You know why you don't play his records? because he produces all of them himself and he sucks as a producer.
And that's a good,
The old joints when he had Dre and everybody, like, and you know what I mean? That shit was hot.
No, you're
but this
right.
shit is
You're
not
right.
hot.
And that's probably
Once he
why
started
he does it.
producing
Yeah,
he got hot with his
him.
first record off the 8 Mile joint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lose Yourself or whatever.
And
And then he
dug
just
his
he
own grave
lost
when
it.
he's like, nobody listened to
Cracked him.
techno. Well, now everybody listening to techno, and you look stupid. So
First of all, nobody wants to hear that dark ass production in the club anyway,
No,
right?
hell
Right or
no.
wrong?
I mean, we've had that
especially-
conversation
We have.
many times.
It's dope to hear someone else say to his point
Yes.
about the production, like
Yeah.
Well,
a little too dark.
Yeah, especially when he rolls with Dre, and Dre is the reason why. You know, like, come on now, you
Oh,
got
he's
like
got-
the best producer.
Dre got a ghost. He got a ghost writer
maybe-
and a ghost producer
Yeah.
ready to go at any given time. That's hotter than anybody you've ever heard produce.
Indeed.
At any time.
So what about this? What about this? Did you guys hear the Rap Devil and the?
Nah, I didn't
No.
even listen to it.
Honestly, new subject because I don't.
New subject.
I really didn't even listen to the battle rap. Nah.
It was
Yeah.
you didn't
We
miss
need another
anything.
topic.
We need another topic, man, because we're going through this
topic. I'll tell you this.
I know there's someone
Killshot
gonna be
was
mad
cool.
about that. But.
Rap Devil was cool.
Yeah.
But I don't like battle raps.
Yeah.
So it was just cool.
I'm cool with battle raps,
I
but
thought,
I
I thought they was.
I don't know.
didn't
Anytime
listen
anyone's
to
trying to like battle or fighting each other, I'm like, no, you don't need that negative.
it's not
and
LL versus
negative
Kool Moe
energy.
D, you know what I
Like,
mean?
come
Not
on.
even close. All right.
New topic.
Oh, okay. Somebody has halfway decent handwriting. I'm trying to read this. The importance of voting.
Oh, okay.
I will talk about that all day.
All right.
Let's do it.
Start,
You
please
know,
start out.
I mean, it's easy to say it's a rigged system, and you know, our voice doesn't really count. But even if it is, if you don't vote and at least go out and take that action, you have no right to say anything about anything, even if it is rigged. Even if you don't like, I personally believe that it should be. We all have to legally vote. Like
Okay.
every person
okay.
over 18 should have to vote. Have to. So yeah,
that's
I
kind
mean,
of dictatorship.
well, no, it's not dictate. I mean, it's not.
It's
Yes,
fulfilling
yes
your
and
civic
no.
duty, though.
But
You know what I
again,
mean?
like,
Like,
as
it's a
much as we
civic
want to
duty.
say we're a democracy, we're not. We're a republic, and I mean, we're not even really a republic anymore. You know, and it does suck. Like
Right
our
now, we're
voice,
an oligarchy.
you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff that's been going on for years, and not everybody is created equal in this country, and there's a lot.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
You know,
So,
and there's a lot.
Yo, you gotta vote. Can I
But
speak
you
on
have
it?
to vote, yeah.
Please.
Jump in.
Puffy said it best, man. Vote or die. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Hey, I still got
He
that
did.
shirt.
Do you?
I
Man,
do.
you
You
gotta
could probably
rock
get some
that
money
joint.
for that.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
I can't
Facts.
tell you,
Yeah.
man. I think that it's so important to vote that, I mean, you know, and I like, people they make excuses. I had to work, blah, 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 you know.
Yeah.
Go right now and vote. You can vote right now in absent.
Absentee, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So just I think it's 100, especially this year. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
And don't vote.
And don't complain about it if you didn't vote.
There's
I'm trying
the
to see-
point.
And we need to
That's the
care
point.
more about the primaries, about the midterms.
Absolutely.
You know, and
Yeah.
that's when
Local
everybody's
Locally.
like, oh, Obama didn't do anything or this or that, when they have no understand just the structure of government. We have
Yeah.
3 branches of government that are all
True.
supposed to weigh each other out, and you guys care so much about the president, but you don't care about Congress. That's literally the
Yeah.
Who's being
legislative
selected to the
branch. That's
Supreme
laws.
Court. You know what I'm saying?
Legislative,
For sure.
legislative equals laws. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You can mark this down right now.
Okay.
This is my prediction, and I've been saying it loud and proud. But
Okay.
2020 is going to be, no matter what happens in the midterms this year, 2020 is going to be Beto's year. Beto's going to he'll run, and he will be our next president. That's my word.
Okay.
Beto.
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 Fill the
Beto
people
O'Rourke.
in on who that is.
Yeah. Just so we know.
So his name is Beto O'Rourke. He's from El Paso, Texas. He is a former punk rocker, and he is going up against Ted Cruz in the Texas for the Senate.
So that's
And
huge
He
race.
is he's an Irish dude, you know what I mean? But he's got a Latin nickname because he came up with all the homies right
So
there.
like
you
the
know what I mean?
guys
Oh,
in
wow,
Mars
okay.
Volta
And yeah.
and at the drive-in, like they
He came up
basically
with
got
those
their
dudes
start. Like
with him.
they got their start from him. So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a rocker at heart, so I know that kind of weird, nerdy rock
Yeah,
stuff.
so he's a
but
punk rocker, but I think if you watch him, he gives off that same energy that Barack gave off in like 04, 06 that made you think, man, he might be that dude in 08, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
And and I think, honestly, and on a racial tip, I'm going to keep it 100 on the racial tip, too. He's a white Irish guy, which is like, you know, JFK status.
Right.
But, like, it makes, I think white people did the overcorrection with Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they,
Overboard.
like, went way
Yeah.
overboard. So this
They-
guy, at least, he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's down with, he's got the Hispanic crew, he got the Latin crew, and now you come down, he's definitely going to, like, white people won't feel any kind of way about him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest because what's going on right now is really sick because we have people that are really, like, really racist and they feel empowered by the government. to be that way, and we can't allow people like Donald Trump to be in power. I'm just going to be honest. He should have never been in power. And I'm going to let this is my other thing while we on the politic tip. I think personally everybody wants to know about Comey and what Comey's role is in all of this, and I'm going to put this out there right now for y'all internet. I think that if Comey did release the email leak, the few weeks before the election, right? I think that he did that in order to tilt the favor in Donald Trump's favor, in order to catch him in the long game and prosecute him. Because if he doesn't win the election, then he just goes riding off and becomes a reality TV star and nobody cares anymore.
That's a good, interesting
angle. If he does win the election, there's an old saying, if you give a man enough rope, he'll hang himself. And trust me, he's hanging his whole family.
Oh, right? Yeah.
That's wisdom. That's wisdom.
I can dig that angle.
Yeah, I can dig
I'm
that.
sorry, man. Don't get me started.
No, that's the whole point. We want y'all to come on here.
We very often have full 30-minute segments on politics on
the
show. So, I mean,
I'll be watching.
You got to talk about it, you know? Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a very interesting point about requiring people to vote. So what do we have normally, like a 20% turnout, somewhere around there?
And the primaries are even lower.
Yeah, it's really sad.
But they're important. I mean, that's who's running. So
if you got 17 million people that stream the Soldier Boy dance, you know what I'm saying? You got 3 million people that vote. That's scary.
I think
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think an important piece with that is there has to be some sort of something in place to where we can not only give people. One, we absolutely want people to vote, but we want people to vote that are actually educated. We want to make sure that people are educated.
Electoral college. That's why that's supposed to come in play.
But we know all about that. So
that's a faulty system in itself.
I feel at the same time.
There you go. Yeah.
I feel at the same time, it's just as important. What we can do at the same time is do a better job within ourselves to promote that aspect, to get our more people involved and educated and understanding, and say, hey, it is important to vote. I mean, everybody, we say
every time there's an election, you should vote.
We say that. We say that, but it's important.
Locally.
It's important.
Definitely locally.
It's extremely
we gotta
important.
keep that same energy.
Shout out to my mom. She's going to be a part of the Howard County Council.
Awesome.
And she's the first actually, I think she's the first black woman to be nominated to government in Howard County.
Oh, that's
dope.
dope.
So I mean, it's just,
that's dope.
I went campaign for one. I did some flyering for.
You did do.
I did. I got it popping.
That's what's up.
He's the best promoter in the game. Number one party promoter. Party motivator.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead.
I like to keep it motivated.
I think we can go ahead and cut our first segment there. I know we got more rotation to go. We appreciate you all
absolutely
coming by.
Anytime. I know. I've been telling y'all, get me on the show.
Oh,
we got to get y'all officially on the show, though. But y'all can actually sit down for a whole hour and kind of go in. You know what I'm saying?
It'll probably just be him and I fighting.
We got to do y'all separate.
Yeah, we got.
We don't ever even fight.
No,
but honestly, though, she will talk. If you just let her talk, she's going to talk. She's going to talk.
Hey, shout out to DJ Indiana Jones as well with these fresh Air Force Ones. We're not going to talk about that right now.
The Polo Rugby. He a low head in here today.
But I see him over here cooking. I'm going to give him his peas.
I ain't going to front, though. When I see my man with the Miami walking by, I was like, I felt the way. I did.
Thank you.
I know what he was doing. I know he slicked a little orange on the joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hey, but
we look like we could have rolled into the game. I could be Vinny Interceptor Verdi. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Oh, wow.
I'm Reggie Wayne in this.
You could be Reggie Wayne. Exactly. We good.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming by.
Yo, Major, love and brother. All right.
Thank you, man.
Lone.
Thank you.
Hey, Lone, you're the only white boy I like rapping, man.
Wow.
Yes, no, trust me.
Don't bullshit me.
No, I won't. If you send me some stuff and it's whack, I'll tell you. But
That's
send me some stuff, though.
That's what we want.
And again, it's not like anything against
that's
anybody.
That's perfectly fine. And if your opinion's whack, I'll tell you your opinion's whack.
There we go. Exactly.
Please do. We need more of that.
My opinion will only be based on
honorable mention society.
emotion.
We do not hang around yes men.
Not at all.
Oh, no.
No, there's nothing worse than the yes man. Thank you guys, man.
Thank you.
No doubt.
Appreciate you very much.
My man.
Thank you. All right, so that is our first segment
roll this up.
of guests. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving.
Spark the Dutch.
This is dope,
Spark
man.
it.
This is a little different. This is a little different, but it's a good different.
Keep it moving.
It is. I mean, we're all about what did what my guy say at the
Who's that?
concert at Hi-Fi? What did he say? Progression.
Oh, it's all about
progression.
We're all about progression.
Shouts to Jeremy Benton.
Except for what he was talking about.
Yeah, we ain't with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to that team progression out here in these streets.
Yeah, so that was, DJ 𝗀𝗲𝗀𝐻, DJ Indiana Jones. They're both staples in the city of Indianapolis. If you're not familiar with them, you should get familiar with them.
How often do you see a married couple that are DJs. That's new for me.
The Love Jones affair.
That's dope.
The name
yeah.
works out perfectly.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we definitely got to bring them back on. I think that could turn into a, either a good show or a good backstage as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
think those could be very, very good segments. So I know we haven't gone to the bowl yet.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna revisit the first one that nobody wanted to touch.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
about
MGK.
MGK's trash EP?
Yeah, let's talk about
All
it.
right.
All right, so we'll talk about it.
Let's
a little
talk
bit.
about it.
Because the
We'll
EP
talk
was
about it a little
trash.
bit.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
Shouts
talk
to
about
MGK's hook on Rap Devil. Let's talk about it.
I see you, Lone. I see you. Put the puzzle pieces
So,
together.
I'm one of those people. I like what I like, and
Yeah,
I knew that once he dropped the Eminem diss,
Yeah.
that he was going to get some smoke from that.
We have another person
So
coming in,
we'll
sir.
put a pause on that. Oreo's here. What's up, man?
Hey, my man.
How you doing?
I call him Mr. Treese. Have a
Mr.
seat, sir.
Treese.
I call him Mr. Treese.
We talk about Rap Devil. Actually, Oreo may have listened to us, so we can talk about it a little
Oh,
bit.
wow, I can hear you guys.
So
Yeah,
this,
man.
So this guy.
Go ahead and get your mic situated so we
What?
can hear you.
So this guy, Oreo
Can I
Jones.
get more in my headphones?
A little
Can
bit.
you hear me good?
That's going to be the thing. Turn me up a little bit in the headphones.
One on, one off?
Hey.
All right,
So
there you go.
I call him, he's a tastemaker, man. He's the man of the people. You know what I'm saying? He's
He's
Mr.
Milk-
Treese.
He
You know
Milk's
what I'm saying?
favorite, Milk's favorite MC, man.
Man.
You know, I made that like a long time ago when I first was like on the internet. Milk's favorite MC.
Word. Well, Oreo
I don't even know what that meant. I was really high.
Oreo Jones is in the building with us. Thank you for sitting down, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Giving us a
It
little
is
bit
an
of your
absolute
time.
pleasure.
So,
Pressure.
We
He
gotta
got
get
on, he got on a different type of lumberjack.
Yeah, I see.
I'm
him,
with it, though.
The key is the
I'm
beanie.
an urban hunter, bro.
Hey,
The beanie is the key.
it is.
That's the key.
It ties it all in
That
together.
ties
Got the little
every-
tiny beanie going, trying
Yeah.
to keep it current.
Yeah, fresh to death. So
Trying to.
what you missed was we had DJ Indiana Jones, Gabby Love. We have subjects that we are going to pull from a bowl. So a lot of people have been coming up, dropping suggestions into our bowl for us to talk about. So I think it's time for us to pull another suggestion. And we're going to go ahead and jump into whatever topic Lone pulls out. Matter of fact,
Hey.
you are the guest, sir. I want you to read that for me.
Hey, all right. Thrift stores. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Thrift stores.
Somebody
That's,
just put
that's
thrift
a perfect,
stores.
perfect topic.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right.
Already.
So I'm going to go first on thrift stores.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I'm
How
going to
you
go first on
feeling?
thrift stores. So thrift stores have heat if you have patience and you want to take the time
To
to
dig.
browse and
Yes.
dig through thrift store.
Yes.
Sometimes you get lucky on thrift stores and they might even have, old wax, vinyl, something like that. Like there have been times where I've found some old wax, like a 99-cent bin somewhere way back in the corner of a thrift
Where
store.
were you? Were you here in
I was
Chicago
actually
or
in
DC?
Chicago and Muncie is where I
Okay.
found the best heat.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Muncie, Indiana, that is. But you can find a piece here and there, like a top, a hat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the shoes.
Did you just say a top?
You know what I'm. Are you gonna do the
He in
shoulders
there
too?
looking for a blouse.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What color was your blouse, man?
Come on, man. Come on, man. It's 100 episodes of this. Come on, man. But you get
Was
the
it an
point.
orange blouse?
No, man.
Okay, yeah.
I see what you did, though.
Yeah.
But no, you can find heat in the thrift store. So,
Yeah.
Oreo
You
Jones,
can.
talk to me, man. Give me a thrift store experience.
That's my shit. And I honestly feel that Indianapolis has, in the Midwest, some of the best thrift stores in the country. I was super on point with that shit when Value World was around, or RIP. But it's literally like crate digging. You do got to take your time.
Yep.
And you got to find, there's a whole culture behind it to find the best stuff.
It is.
And there were, just with clothing in general, people always got to keep it on the low and not
Right.
try to blow the spot up. But there was a time in my life I was super in tune with that, and I would I had my special spots. Not only clothes, but I would get point and shoot cameras.
Okay.
That was like my hustle was. Value World had some of the best analog equipment where I would go and get VHS cameras and point and shoot film, 35 millimeter cameras.
Right.
So you
when I
got
was,
you
like,
sitting
on
on a
that
nice
scene.
collection right now. Then.
I do. I have probably about 50 point and shoot cameras.
Holy shit.
Because I'd go there and
That's
you could get
amazing.
them so cheap, like
Right.
$1 or something. Or sometimes you bring them up to the counter and they'd be like, I don't know what that is, and I'd be like, and they just like write down a penny or something.
That's what's up.
But yeah, thrift stores are really close to my heart.
Word. Jay Diff, you got any experiences in the thrift store? Anything?
I actually found a heat press in a thrift store one time.
What?
No shit.
I did.
How much they charge you? I don't want to give you pockets.
It was $30.
Oh, okay.
$30 for a heat press. If people don't know what the heat press is, it's what people use in the t-shirt print business to put the design on there.
Kind of like Printfinity?
Something like Printfinity, yeah,
okay,
something like that.
Okay.
But they usually go for about $200 and up.
Okay.
So imagine me finding one for $30.
Oh, you hit a lick.
Definitely hit a lick.
You hit a lick.
But we actually have a current or a brand new thrift store here called Naptown Thrift.
Oh, absolutely.
And I would consider that kind of like a high tier thrift store because the prices aren't the same as when you
he was doing the digging already. And
right.
Then
he did the work.
Definitely. He put the work out there for you.
Yeah, straight up.
That's double A spot.
He cut it up and bagged it for you, so it's ready. The shirt I wore on episode 99 was from Naptown Thrift.
Oh, the Pacers joint.
The Pacer joint. I got that one, and I got a Boom Baby Pacer joint.
Right.
My guy had a song called Reggie Miller.
Hey.
Reggie
Miller.
So you already know about the Boom Baby, but you can definitely find some gems in the thrift store, no doubt.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
the only time I've ever been in a thrift store is to buy records.
Yeah.
Not me. Whatever. I mean, I wear gray clothes. That's all I do. I mean, I got a different gray shirt for every day. So I mean, this is what it is.
There is heat. There is heat in the thrift store.
Tapes, cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Talk to us real quick. I feel like this is actually a cool thing to talk about. I just heard that 𝐀𝐿𝐻 has just announced the album, right? And Tell me about Goth Day at Disneyland.
Goth Day at Disneyland.
I love that title. That's the title, right?
Yeah, that's the title of the record.
Okay.
Yeah, it drops October 5th. John Stamps is around here somewhere. I just saw him. I was like, yo, you need to come through here. But October 5th. Yeah, Ghost Gun Summer. We're dropping our first record.
Long time coming.
It is. Yeah, we've been touring for quite some time together. That's how it started. It was just us on the road, hitting the road, doing shows.
Right.
And we last year we cranked it out in like a weekend, and then we added some more tracks, subtracted some tracks in the process. And
are there any features on the album?
No, there's no features.
They are the features.
Yeah, we are the features.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if there were any collaborations or anything like that.
G Granite,
With
Freddie
that,
Buns, John Stamps, Sirius Black, myself, 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐿𝐻 is on the production throughout.
Yeah, with that group of cats, I don't think they need anybody else.
They don't need anybody else.
To the fold.
Nice.
Then the thing is that with so many of us there, we had to scientifically create a formula so we didn't make 20-minute songs.
Right.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That sounds dope. That title, I really love that title. That's different.
Yeah, my homie Nathaniel Woods did the album art. He's a crazy photographer. He's originally from Fort Wayne, but he's out in Los Angeles now, and he shoots for like GQ and New York Times and Rolling Stone. He's wild. There's John Stamps right there. Yeah.
There he is.
Okay.
Does he have on a 50 Cent bulletproof vest?
Andy D in the building too. Everywhere,
That is one of the coldest mustaches I've ever seen in my life. Right
it's strong.
I like that.
That is very strong.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo, how many joints on the album?
There is 7 joints. On
Seven
the
joints
album.
on the album. Okay.
7 joints.
The Kanye formula.
We just gotta get in there and get out. You feel me?
I can dig it. I trust that your project will probably be better.
I really believe his is going to be better.
That's why Kanye's dropping another one before the end of the year.
Yeah. I mean, it's everyone has their styles and flavors, and you just gotta keep it moving, I guess, if that makes sense.
Nah, I mean, y'all
How are y'all
really
doing? You good? You having a good night?
Hey man, this is dope. This is my first
far,
Orange.
man.
Yeah.
It's different having a bunch of people on this sporadically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's only been 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Has it already been 30 minutes?
Has it only been 30?
I'm shitty
About 22.
I'm
so.
shitty that I didn't make it during Trees, because you guys are doing this. You're going live for Trees.
So
So we're actually not live.
You're just pre.
This is the pre. This
This
actually
is actually
pre-game
going to come out.
right
Yeah, this is going to come out.
So we tried to go.
Okay.
Tried to go live at Trees. We did, but we ran into issues with copyrights on YouTube because of the DJ music.
Oh yeah.
So we got blacked out on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And then our on Facebook actually.
Yeah.
And then we were cool for a while. Then your phone went dead. or was dying, and we switched phones and we couldn't get a hotspot.
Yeah.
And then we switched to Facebook and we got blocked. So it is learning experience.
So we will be prepared next time. I guess we try it. So
Definitely.
you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Well, we appreciate you sitting down with us, brother.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely,
you,
man.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to say to the people?
please.
Man, everyone just have a good time.
Remember that time you was on the news?
One of the best clips I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, so here's
Easy.
the thing. So here's a real story for that. I downloaded that video. I'm gonna chop that up and make a beat out of it.
Yeah, that's what you get. Every time you put me on local news, I'm gonna
Kiss the mic.
Kiss the mic. I'm gonna troll you. But don't have me come into your spot at 5 a.m. when I'm still asleep. What's up, Ted? Shout out to Ted in the building.
Hey, what's going on, man?
That dude's a legend right there. He's a legend.
Hey, well, we appreciate you again, brother. Thanks for stopping
right
by.
on, bro.
Go enjoy yourself, man. Have a good time.
Hey, man, I will see you later, man. I definitely
In a
appreciate
minute.
it.
Oreo Jones in the house, y'all.
I'm sitting here
Oreo
trying to log into our
Jones.
Patreon account. I can't remember the password.
Oh shit.
Speaking of
Go ahead and reset it,
Speaking
bro.
of Patreon, we have one of our patrons here. James Neighbors in the building.
I
Shout
see
out,
a Printfinity shirt
Yes, sir.
in the crowd.
shout out to my
The
homie.
Juneteenth joint.
Shout out to the
That's
fam.
what's up.
Sade is in the building as well. Good to see you, fresh out of
Yeah, man.
Mississippi.
Make sure y'all hit up newoldheads.com
Yes, sir.
and check all that stuff out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's how we can grow. We're doing this for Indianapolis and for hip hop.
When you got folks in town from Mississippi, you got to give them a shout out. That's a long way.
You do.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
do.
So
Yeah.
we appreciate you.
But are
Sade
they-
stopping by.
Are they subscribed?
James is subscribed.
Okay.
Hey,
You from Mississippi? You subscribed? All right.
He's got on a Printfinity
All
shirt
right.
too, so he's
Yeah.
100
Okay.
with me.
What's
I
up,
see,
bro?
I see.
All right.
All
All right.
right.
Yeah, my family show out, man. My family
Oh,
support.
that's your shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
My family support. They show
Shouts to
out.
Dave. Shouts to
yes,
Dave,
sir.
man.
All right, man. So this is fun. Like I'm trying to get into the groove, and
I think you in it, man. It's
the
cool.
rotation is dope. Though we've had 2 good guests so far. Well, actually 3. We want to try to, I guess, lay low on the bowl until we get somebody else. You were going into MGK's Trash EP before we had our last guest.
Well, I didn't specifically say it was trash.
That's my opinion.
It's not my.
You ain't heard it.
I did listen to it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You did.
I don't think I'll have to
No,
listen. It's on my. It's one of those lone. I don't think I'm gonna have to listen again joints. For me,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you up to this point, I've never listened to a whole MGK album.
I like that you're honest about.
I haven't
that.
either though.
Because he has a lot of stands that really just hate Eminem. So I'm glad you're keeping it.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
buck
it
on
100
that.
with you. And that's why he kind of wins in the battle. Not for the battle. He wins because he had people actually checking out his material.
Oh, it's a huge win for him.
And we kind of referenced that
Yeah.
a little bit the last episode, but
Yeah.
I listened to it. I will not listen to it again.
I told
just,
you.
It's just not my thing.
But that's the thing. Like I wouldn't like even before this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have listened to it anyways. Like
That's what I'm saying.
like,
He's
got-
keeping it a buck.
He like my only thing about MGK.
Coleman in the house.
Hey!
Shouts to Coleman. Hey, you got to come on the show too.
I've never actually met him, but I
Yeah.
always say Coleman Dental.
You want to sit in?
How you doing?
I say
Shouts
Coleman
to-
Dental every episode.
Hey,
I've never
shouts to
met him. How are you, sir? I'm great. Nice to meet you, man. I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. All right. I'm sorry about that camera angle there. Red
Coleman
Office.
actually had an epic booth.
All right, no, it's good to see you, man.
They had an epic booth at Orange one year.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They did.
Okay.
What happened in the Coleman booth a few years back?
Coleman booth a few years back. Actually, I met Dr. Coleman at Orange in 2013 or 14, right?
Yeah.
And he walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, I remember you from something." And he had a really cool booth at Orange where there was a guy doing video shots of like just face-ups, and they were saying something like "smile" or something, and the whole video was just
Oh,
like
yeah.
a whole bunch of flashes of people's faces.
Wow.
It was really, really cool.
Indeed.
You know what? I didn't even peep. I heard you say the Printfinity joint. I didn't realize 𝐀𝐿 had he had a Printfinity, the Juneteenth joint on.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see that.
yeah.
I said it.
I
definitely
didn't
said
see
it.
it though. I didn't see it. I just
Okay.
actually saw it. So,
But yeah,
what's up.
MGK. So I'm just not my only thing about MGK is like I feel like he needs to get his dues. Like he's somebody that, regardless of the fact that I don't like his music, because I don't, he's got a fan base. He's got a huge fan base, and he's sold over almost 30 million records,
yeah.
which you can't frown on.
I mean,
So,
he's opening for who is he opening for?
Fall Out
Fall
Boy.
Out Boy.
I mean, and
Oh.
that's a
Huge
different.
following.
That's dope.
And that's a different genre. You know what
Sure.
I mean? Like he's
Sure.
not opening up for Jay-Z, but Fall Out Boy is huge as fuck. So you know what I mean?
It was
So-
based off that photo I saw with the the middle fingers. That place
Also,
was
I
full.
gotta say something too about because last week I mentioned that apparently he got booed.
Pope is in the building.
He is
here
here.
now.
So I mentioned last week that that he got booed off stage. Apparently that was doctored.
Oh, they pumped the booze in.
So apparently, this is according to MGK. He said that they actually pumped the booze in extra to actually make it seem like he got booed.
How would they pump the booze in? What do you mean by that?
During like the
So just-
actual speaker,
just
like
like
in
an
the
audio
system. Yeah, you could pump booze into the actual audio. So it
not-
sounds like people are booing.
So you just drag the video into like Ableton, and then you just add booze on top of it.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically like a boo track, if you will. That's weird, man. Like they were hating on
honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would want to see proof about that because
I
I mean
would
he
too.
can say anything.
I would too.
At the end of the day,
at
because
this-
there was people at the concert that actually were tweeting about it and saying that nobody knew what kind of shirt he had on.
Yeah.
He turned around, did the picture, turned back around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It didn't, and even when I watched the video, it didn't sound like it was a whole bunch of stuff going on to
Yeah.
where they added it. You know what I'm saying?
I like I said on our last episode, at this point, I think he should just capitalize on what he had, get the exposure. Hopefully people went out and got the EP, you know what I'm saying, and he can just do what he needs
I
to
mean,
do.
if it sucks, then who cares? You know what I mean? So
It's just not for me.
I won't
It's
listen to
not
it
for me.
again, but you know, I'm not gonna
I
rain on this
ain't a
parade.
huge empty.
You know what
We
I'm saying?
got a new guest, man. Let's
We
talk.
have a new guest here,
Oh,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen, an local Indianapolis artist, well, and actually international if you want to keep it a buck. I saw this young man for the first time when I first got back, moved back home. He was performing for the Jay Brookings beat battle. I think it was in between halftime. And I kept tapping Lonegevity. I said, who is this guy? Who is this kid? And he says, man, this is Pope. I'm like, I really like his energy. You know what I'm saying? I kept watching. I did my homework and did my research. And
I saw Pope's first show, man.
I was a witness for the first show too.
You were
Word,
there.
I was there too.
See,
True. Everybody was posted.
Yeah.
I got on late, but I came home after I actually saw him perform, and I became a fan from then. So
Oh,
it's
right
an honor
on,
to
man.
have Pope Adrian Blessed in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, King. How are you? How's everybody doing, actually?
Man,
in
we
total?
good,
It's
man.
great,
Great.
man. It's great energy here, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
Real
It is.
great energy.
For
man.
my first orange, I walked around, man. I had a baby panic attack. I was like, God. So I got here, and I just clutched my boob out of stress.
Oh yeah.
I was like, where's everybody at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I walked through the room looking, tapping strangers. Hello, have you seen the B? Everything, every letter that I can think of.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for a podcast. I would.
Word.
You know what's so funny? I
He
appreciate
got
you guys
the
having me on
escort
here.
over here though.
What's that?
He on some other shit. He got the escort.
He had an escort?
He had an escort.
I got
over
escorted
to the
over.
booth.
I didn't know
seen
that.
It.
That,
Okay.
Ideally, that's what we like to say.
I seen it happen.
Oh, so you out here stunting? Okay.
I have nothing. I have nothing at all.
Hey,
Okay.
with the
okay.
flame emoji.
Oh God.
I saw him. I see him.
Yeah.
I see him. That's
Flame
right.
emoji hat mug.
I know nothing. I know
see him.
nothing.
So I have what we're doing, Pope, is we have a bowl of suggestions.
Yes, sir.
At our table. So people are coming by, dropping suggestions, and they want to hear us talk about. So I just randomly pick one, and I'm going to read this one. So this is what we're going to tackle for a little bit. All right. So it says, is the art scene going to double in 5 years or stay static?
Ooh.
Oh wow! I feel like that was a whole trick. You know, like I got over here to ask, because y'all know I'm gonna sit and say what I really feel. It's like, oh, I don't need this kind of smoke today.
We need all the smoke.
Yeah.
We need
Say,
smoke.
say what
That's-
you really
that's what we
feel.
do
Put
on
it
the
out
show.
there,
Yeah.
bro.
I know. I watch you guys.
I mean, we ain't.
Thank you.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
if you,
I'm a fan.
We brought you here to
Appreciate it.
cook. We brought you here to cook, sir. So we're gonna
Oh,
let you
man.
cook. But
I mean, I could talk on that too, but I'll let Pope go. You know.
Oh no, Lone, you know I love listening to you. You
Lone,
guys-
jump in. Lone, jump
No,
in.
it's about him right now.
Yeah, you know what, Pope?
Lone's gonna be here.
Lone will be here.
That's
Pope,
true.
we're not gonna let. Go ahead. We need you to cook first, sir. You are our guest.
So
sir.
repeat the question one more time so I can
All
do
right.
this properly.
So it says, is the art scene going to double in 5 years or stay static?
I guess it depends on what we consider double.
Okay.
Are we talking double the artist, double the content, double the quality, double the worstness?
Oh,
Wow.
the worstness though.
The worstness,
I
because
can
it's
dig
gonna happen.
I think
gonna
it's
happen
all.
no
I
matter
think
what.
it's all. I think it's all encompassing because if it grows good, it's gonna grow bad too.
Absolutely
That's
duality.
true.
Yeah, facts.
You got to take the good with the bad.
Because we all can't be out here dropping Rap Devil and being great, then dropping EPs that are subpar.
Yeah.
You gotta
Just
have
talked
duality.
about it.
Hey,
Just
I'm
talked
glad
about it.
we're on point with that.
Yeah, we're
because-
here.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're definitely on the same page.
We're here.
So speaking on that, before we jump into the artist conversation,
Sure.
What'd you think? Did you listen to his project? What'd you think? And are you a fan? Are you familiar with his work at all? I
Here's
mean,
the-
that much.
Here's the tricky thing. No, I didn't listen to the EP because I refused. I refused because I fell off MGK as soon as he got on. I was already
wow.
a fan of MGK before the mainstream hit him.
Gotcha.
But I knew it got real when you got into the mainstream, and then we just stopped.
Gotcha.
Like the edginess of who you were stopped.
Right.
So it's the equivalent. You go on YouTube, you ever see them videos of like random underground artists?
Yes.
And you see comments and they're like, let's hide this person from the world because the world will tank them when they get them. And that's what happened. MGK got extra tainted, hair got spikier, you got bonier, ribbier. You're opening up for Fall Out Boy.
Man Bunny.
True.
There's no point. And Rap Devil wasn't even that good.
Subjective.
It is absolutely.
I
but
think,
even then,
I
it's
think
like
it was just as good as Killshot to me.
Yeah.
You're the first person
to
to say it with emphasis that Rap Devil really wasn't that good, though.
It wasn't.
I like that in you, though. I like that. I initially thought that, but I went back and I said it was a little bit better than I thought. So I apologize to him.
I have a personal thing with MGK. The reason why I don't fuck with MGK is because when the homie Blake Ali opened up for him,
I remember.
Talk that talk.
Oh, talk
We
it.
kind of addressed it a
History.
little bit.
we talked about it a little bit. Don't go crazy into it, but when he got escorted off stage for doing the same shit that
That he does in his show.
that MGK does in the show, but also the act before him did as well, it rubbed me wrong.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And I felt like that was MGK's people.
Right, absolutely.
So from that point, I was just like, I'm cool.
Yeah,
Plus
and that's
he's just
another thing. And that's one thing people don't think about. It's like when you go back to the initial question, doubling what? Like my whole thing is, if I can't rock with you as a person, we have an issue. I can't engage with your art. So I remember that time because I remember waking up that morning, going on Twitter. I'm like, how did Blake do? And then when it got widespread that he got kicked up, you mean to tell you kicked off the man? This is his home base.
He got picked up and carried. Like I watched that shit.
And I
got it on tape.
Oh, Diff.
I've never seen the video.
I did his merch that night. I was standing next to his father when that shit happened. I was like, well, I guess I'll pack up.
I was on stage recording it while it was happening.
Wow. But that's
I would like to see
insanity.
the video. I've never seen that.
I was offended. I was offended hard body when I seen the video. I was like, golly. Like, I didn't anticipate that. Like, that's the last person I would have thought would have got that kind of treatment for that.
Sure. Absolutely.
Somebody else maybe, I guess. Yeah. There's names.
Yeah.
But Blake Ali? Nah.
So anyways, back to the topic. I feel like right now in Indianapolis, we have a lot of momentum.
Absolutely.
You know, from Treese.
That's a fact.
From Treese, Treese, the latest one.
Absolutely.
Everything that was built from that, the growth from that Indiana Jones was on and Brookins.
The one that everybody from
Oreo was
Indianapolis actually performed better than Belay.
Speaking of MGK, let's talk about it.
Let's go ahead and put that out there.
Let's talk about it.
Everybody definitely rep for the city and all the city's performances, the quote-unquote local performances.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
I mean, but that's the thing. But I feel like we have a lot of momentum, and I feel like Indianapolis is a bubbling area.
Absolutely.
I feel like it depends on what you mentioned, like the good and the bad. It depends on what we gauge that on too.
Right.
Absolutely. You know, like we're a small community, but we're a community that's getting bigger.
Right.
But the musicians that are really starting to take their own, like when you talk about Draco, when you talk about even Double A, Sirius, Ghost Gun, Pope, Diop even, as he's extended, and that should skip. You know, like I could keep going. Paris, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
All these people performing at Treese.
But
all of them.
Pope at Orange right now.
This is something that we've seen. I don't know if we've seen it this extended with this many different types of acts like this that have potential to create greatness on their own.
Absolutely.
That don't necessarily need cosigns from major things. You know what I mean? Like they have their own fan bases.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, man, because I've told multiple people, if you pay attention, being in the game for almost 10 years, I've seen it happen. And it's like almost every 2 to 3 years, we get to that point and we start really formulating the plan. We start looking good. We start looking phenomenal. Yeah. But then the question I always have to pose to everybody is if you got the momentum right now, what are we going to do with it right now? Because it's literally like we switching out on a bench. Like I told Diop once, I said, listen, if you think about how many people in here right now and how long they lasted and why they lasted that long, can we apply this same measurement of whatever that could be for you as an artist to your brand and career so you can stay with it? Longevity. no pun intended. But that's what it is. So these names you're naming now, some of these people been here long enough, but they've been in different areas. So it's a blessing to have this platform and be able to say that for mass airwave because they need that exposure because they are that great. My whole concern is, for one, I like to cultivate the seed. It's deeper. So, okay, me doing what I've done alone and Jay and Make, you know what I mean? You guys done it for so long. We have to sit and have successors, whatever that's, however that's defined.
Right.
And I like to see newer talent come in and be able to breed and take the information that we've acquired and pass it straight down. And I think that's one reason why we can consistently do it every year because some of us with the knowledge either didn't know the people that should have had it. We didn't go out as much as we should have, you know what I mean? Or we just felt like what we knew wasn't enough, and we're trying to break and build more stuff so we can take it to people. And we just sit and like waste that time, and we think it's just not the perfect time to tell them like, hey, you can tour. You can tour. Don't mean every show gonna be packed though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I think what some people miss the point too is they think that they're gonna come into the game or start getting shows, and immediately things are going to start happening for them.
Right.
They don't realize the people that have been doing this have been doing this for years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all you see is, they're getting a lot of shows now. They're getting a lot of buzz, a lot of people talking about them.
Yeah.
But they did not just start yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever you heard about them was not the first time that they hit a stage.
We always talk about on our previous episodes, we've talked about before, the concept of instant gratification because everybody wants to become a star now.
Right now.
And they don't see the story. They never see the backstory,
Not at all.
grind, the late nights, early mornings, which he can attest to. We all can attest to.
Absolutely.
We're on episode 100, and there's a lot of
I
people
saw
that
the
have
balloons.
never heard the show.
And I was
Yes, sir.
That's true.
I said, 100.
100.
But that's a great point. We're on episode 100. How many people still here just don't rock with us like that yet?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's part of it. You just got to continue to grind it out. I mean, how long have we been making music, Mike? I mean, shit.
Probably longer
First year.
than yeah,
First
year.
But I mean, when you think about it, it's a grind. And if you don't treat it like that, then don't get me wrong, everybody gets lucky every once in a while. Everybody gets lucky. Everybody gets lucky.
You get your kill shot in at least once in your career.
But we just talked about Valet. He ain't young.
Did y'all know Valet prior to this?
I didn't.
Lone, I probably figured you did. Okay, I can see if you guys know.
I knew of him, but I did not. I'm not going to say I was familiar with any records or I heard a lot of music. I just knew him, based off him being in Chicago, and I know his manager, but that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that much about him.
But I mean, I only asked that because that's valid. You look at people, man, when people started learning that 2 Chainz was his age, when it finally came out, and they forgot he was Titty Boy.
He was Titty Boy.
I'm like, once upon a time, there was a thing called Disturbing the Peace. So, I don't know why everybody's surprised by it.
Shout out the Player Circle.
Right, thank you. Thank you.
He went from braids to dreads.
Yes.
Boy.
Changed his whole image.
And now he got a pink trap house in Atlanta. That's the prettiest trap I've ever seen.
They actually just took it.
Oh, my heart hurts. Really?
They took it for real?
Who took it?
They said it was a pretty much a public nuisance because it was called, like, a lot of people were coming in town just to take pictures at the show and all that. Word?
Nice.
I'm just confused.
We getting VIP treatment
Look
right
at
now.
this.
I like that.
Y'all talking about me getting escorted. Y'all getting drinks.
Wait.
Y'all got limes in the drinks. I don't want to hear this, man.
Special limes.
Y'all got special limes in the drink.
Well, whoever is responsible for this, we appreciate you.
What is this sippage?
Yeah.
What are y'all sipping on? Y'all not about to sit up here and be sipping this random Coca-Cola magic juice with the lime. You don't know.
I don't know who's responsible. We appreciate you.
Culture.
It's Cokie.
It's for the
Cokey. It's for the culture. That's what it's for.
Cokey's for the
sipping
culture.
up here. What is this, Matt?
You know what? This has been I think this is the funnest one so far in terms of what we've done in the bowl.
Yeah.
So this was dope. I think we covered.
Pope 2 just dropped a project.
Yes.
Tell them a little bit about your project.
Talk that talk real quick.
Fury Road, right?
Oh man, I'm not good at this stuff. Okay, well, let's see.
Right.
I figured I connected some kind of dot. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all around the world, internationally and nationally, I have just dropped my 12th album entitled Fury Road, the greatest album that I could have made in the past 5 years. And I'm so excited for people because I did what a lot of people couldn't pull off right now.
What's that?
And that's just being a bar-heavy, mathematical, geometric, sacred philosophy-based rap.
Talk that cash.
I came out the gate with a 3-rounder.
Tell
You
him
know
what
what
it
I
is.
told
Tell him
him?
what it is.
I told him. I said, I'm going to moonwalk on the sun for the people.
All
Sun
right.
for the
If
people.
you cannot bring me a collection plate of any time,
All
man,
right now.
I got an idea for you. I'm
Yes,
going to give
sir.
you these 7 songs,
Yes, sir.
man, and they're all based off spiritual embodiment.
Yes,
I
right
sir.
now.
need you to understand. If you're looking for an album that's not rap related,
Yes,
yeah, we
sir.
rap. We rap, I get it, but I know how the game go.
Okay.
You know, you can only rap for so long.
Uh-huh.
If you're looking for some pain, some tears, some pee even,
Okay.
clean piss for whatever job you're trying to get,
If you're trying to get that gig,
you gotta slide to track number 5, man.
Number 5.
Number 5, because your
All
man
right.
gonna get you through. Don't do synthetic K2. You know, I read about that yesterday while I was listening to my album.
Yes,
and
sir.
this is an album for anything. This is the deepest alternative rap album that could be made right
East Side
now.
is my favorite track.
Thank you.
Because I'm from the East Side.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's
it
up.
was for you, Jeff.
Thank
it was
you.
for you.
I appreciate it.
So Fury Road is technically nothing more than an alternative rap album to the greatest degree I can make it. And I know I've got a lot of flack. I'm just going to throw it out because I'm on this platform and I love being on this
Talk your
platform.
talk, man. Talk your talk.
I've had a few folks come at me about my lack of bar for bar for bar for bar for bar for bar, Alcoholics Anonymous bar measure. I had to tell a couple
Bars.
folks, bars. I had to tell them. I said, listen, when you get to a certain point in your career, you either evolve or you dissolve.
Wow.
That's true.
That's it. You either disintegrate or you're disintegrate. I suggest you diss me because I'm not going out without a fight. So if that means I got to sit and put my spirit on the line every single year, and if it means I'm going through pain to give you a message,
Yes,
I
sir.
will go through the pain
Yes,
to give
sir.
you the best message I can.
I need an organ. Yes,
and
sir.
I
Yes,
don't want to quadruple entendre you to death.
Yes,
Hey.
sir.
You know, I can do it. You feel me?
the people that know you can know.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
and that's the upper.
Before he leave, I need that bar again. You said you either disintegrate
Or
or
disintegrate.
disintegrate.
Yep, you're either disintegrate or you're disintegrate.
I am writing that down, sir.
He
Because
really,
those
he
are
really
bars.
want to put a pin in it.
Yeah,
That's what he
I
really
wanna
wanted
put a pin
But
on-
we retired that phrase.
We have-
Yeah, so Red
we have-
August, you know what you need to do. I ain't gonna even say the phrase. Yeah, those are bars right there. Those
Amen.
are bars.
Amen, man. I appreciate this.
Hey,
Man,
man,
thank you
thanks
for
for-
coming by,
Hey,
bro.
thank y'all for letting me be here.
No doubt.
Hopefully,
My
hopefully
man.
if we get wrapped up in time, we can check you out. I'm not sure where
My
we are
man.
time-wise, but
What time you go on?
I go on the 10-10 main stage.
yes, sir.
All right.
How many minutes you on stage?
20.
Yeah, we probably gonna miss it, but
We might hit the last
Probably
30
catch the
seconds
tail
of this
end.
shit.
Hey, that's fine, man. You feel me? I just came to get up there and do a swanton bomb off the stage.
Hey.
what's up?
And
Hey,
hopefully
man.
don't kick a baby.
Go out there and enjoy yourself
man, be
before
nice
you
to the
perform,
babies,
man.
man.
And thanks for coming
Absolutely.
by, bro.
Hey, bless y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
10,000.
And if
Appreciate
y'all
it.
out in the crowd, check Pope performance. It definitely has elevated.
Yes. This dude is a ball of energy, as you see.
Indeed,
Man,
that was fun.
That was it right there. That was it right there. Shout out to Pope Adrian Bless. So, gentlemen,
yeah, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good,
How
man.
you feeling, Mike? We need to interview Mike.
no, don't interview me. Don't interview me.
Let's interview Mike.
I tell you what though, this is a dope experience. This is my first Orange, so I've never been to this before. I've always been out of town or lived somewhere else when this was going on prior to me coming back. But I am very impressed with what I see thus far. I got a chance to walk around. Obviously, we were hanging out prior to going on, and this is really, really a dope event. Hopefully, I can get around to see some of the artwork. I did get a chance to look at some of it earlier.
Yeah, we got some time a little later.
I understand there's a light show. The DJs are performing. They
Got
got
time today,
performances
cuz.
outside. There's actually a young lady that has some dope artwork. She had some photos on the first end. I saw something that was dope that caught my attention across the way. So hopefully I will get a chance
We
to.
got Founders right next to us, and
Yeah,
they're
shout out
doing,
to Founders.
doing
They-
something very interesting next door.
Yeah, so shout out to them. But I'm having a ball, man. This is dope. Somebody definitely just laced us. I don't know who
like
that
whoever
was.
sponsored
but,
these drinks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, somebody
absolutely.
definitely looked out on the drink. So we also have.
All right, shouts to Station.
Was it Station?
Yeah, we also
Shouts
have.
to Station, shouts to S. S.
That's
McKee.
what's up. They hold it
you
down
know,
for
They
us.
are definitely helping us today, doing some running and
S squared, right?
monitoring our table. So they are doing a great job. We appreciate them as well.
And
they
make
definitely
sure you
showing
check out Sylvia's art too. So
Yeah, she got skills. She got skills. So
skills, and the Station's got dance moves. So
yeah, we
you know.
like those too. So that's cool.
all that.
All of that. All right.
All right, man.
We're missing
Spoolz
And Jay Moore.
Shout
out to DJ.
They're both
give them a shout out real quick.
They're both at weddings. Spoolz is on his way now.
Okay.
He just texted me.
Weddings are definitely in the air today. 𝗏𝐿𝐴 definitely got married before Orange started.
Yes. On the stage, though.
On the stage.
That's swag.
He has the most epic party. Well, after party ever, the most.
He's actually going to be on. He's actually going to be on in about 6 minutes or so, I believe.
If he can make it,
depending if he gets caught up, we don't know. You know.
Yeah, 𝗏𝐿𝐴 is a beast for doing that.
That's dope.
It's popping in here right now.
It is definitely popping.
Like, why wouldn't you do that if you had the opportunity?
That's a great. That was special.
Yeah.
He's secretive, you know.
Yeah.
Because he came on back in May and he already knew about Orange coming on. He didn't say anything.
Didn't say a
word.
He told me actually 3 days later. He's like, I haven't announced it yet, but. I was like, oh man, you're better than I am. I don't know if I could have held that in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I kind of tried to poke it out of him.
I remember. Yeah.
So what's our topic? Let's talk about something real quick.
All right, so
let's talk about it. Shout out to MGK.
I see what you did there. So we got our new card here, and it says new Lupe Fiasco
I was
album.
just about to say, well, Lupe dropped a new one too, though.
Yeah, so I guess
I haven't heard it, man.
Someone wants us to talk about Lupe's new album, which I believe has right around 24 records.
That's a lot of songs. Are there skits or just songs?
It's actually
some
records,
of them are
man. There's maybe 2 or 3 skits.
Yeah, some of them are interludes.
I have no reception. I know it's called Dragos. For some reason,
Wave?
I don't have any reception.
Wave? Dragos Wave?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my phone. I think it's maybe Dragos Wave. There's a record called Wave. But
it's called Wave Files.
Wave Files? Is that what it was? I knew it was
what the
Wave
song
something.
is called.
I knew it was Wave something.
Dragos Wave.
Yeah.
Dragos Wave. All right, so I listened to. I gave the album a spin while I was at work on Friday. It's real bar heavy, as Lupe always is.
The beat. What the beats right?
But the production, to me, the production out of the gate sounded too similar for me. It was 808s. It was the 16th note hi-hats, which is cool.
Interesting.
But it was like 6 or 7 records that had that feel to it. I got bored really quickly.
Really?
Lupe is always going to be sharp lyrically. He's always going to be creative. He's always going to have dope concepts. But I got bored just by the lack of creativity production-wise early on.
That's a shame.
Now,
I'm going to say this. See, I have a different point of view on that joint.
All right.
Because I listened to it. I didn't listen to it all the way through twice.
Okay.
Because it is 24 songs.
That's a lot of material.
But that album is it's a Lupe album.
Okay.
Literally have to dissect that album. You have to listen.
Well, I mean, bar for bar, Lupe is one of the best ever.
Definitely. That album is a history lesson. And I'm going to just kind of give you a hint of what it is. I mean, the album cover, I mean, do y'all have an idea of what that is?
It looks like some sort of sexual act.
It's not.
But it also looks like earbuds.
All right, so this kind of alludes to what the album is about. That's a manila. Do y'all know what a manila is?
A folder?
No.
I like that, Lone. I like that. A
Definitely
manila folder.
not.
We got a manila
we
folder.
We have a manila
there.
folder.
Yeah.
Manila was actually used as an item in the slave trade.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
yeah, and they're like
teach me.
bronze bracelets. Bronze is something type of bracelets, and they would actually trade the manila for people, essentially slaves.
I see.
Huh.
So the album is so conceptually deep that you have to for real listen to that album to actually understand what's going on.
Hey,
and
Lone.
he's going off.
I'm just trying to peek in the back over here.
What's up?
We got Lex
Come on.
in the house, aka Bangs Nicely.
Get on that
Come.
In a minute?
What you got?
grilled cheese I gotta put in the.
Oh, wow.
Eat your grilled cheese.
Come on.
It's
Hey.
toasted well, too. I see.
I mean,
You can eat it on the show.
Yeah, it's toasted well.
I know y'all are talking, but I can't hear words you're saying.
come have a seat. Come have a seat. Come have a seat. Shouts to Cool Hand Lex in the building.
With
Cool
a-
Hand
with a-
Lex,
with a-
also
with a very-
AKA one of the dopest. Well, actually, you know what? I have to tell you 2 things. One,
I feel like you just introduced me and I didn't
We
hear a word
definitely
of
did.
it.
You
All right,
did.
We
man.
definitely did.
so here's 2 things.
How you doing?
This
What's
is
up, yo?
Cool Hand Lex.
All right.
Which is a great name for a DJ.
Yes, it is.
But his other name is also Bangs Nicely.
Yeah,
Bangs
al-
Nicely.
Which is also another great name for a
he has
producer.
2 good names.
He also has a
Definitely.
very well toasted grilled cheese sandwich as well.
It looks good.
The grease is coming out
Been
through the top of the
toasted.
box. So We see the swag right there.
No, that's 2 grilled cheeses.
Oh, that's
put into
2
one.
of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Your boy's mealing.
He's being creative. I see
ballin'?
that.
So what's up, man? So let's talk about you a little bit. So 𝗏𝗲𝐲, you just got back in town after a sabbatical of
That's
sorts.
right. Yeah, you could call it a sabbatical. The weird part is, all right, bet. So I left for like 16 months. I've been traveling around the U.S. I've been, I was in an off-grid RV.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I stayed on like national land.
In the sticks?
For like 2, yeah. Bro, you don't know the sticks like
Hey.
I know the sticks.
No
Like,
reception, huh?
no people.
No
Fuck
people.
reception. I'm
Yeah.
talking like nobody is there. No, like I wouldn't see people for 2 weeks at a time.
Oh,
That's
wow.
nuts.
Yeah, so my RV was like, it was all solar powered, compost toilet, all of that. So we would stay, me and my girl would stay like on federal land for 2 weeks at a time. Bet, yeah, all right, saying. Anyway, nonetheless, so we back.
We are.
It's great to have you back, man.
I'm happy to be here.
I think I told you that a couple weeks ago, but it's good to have you back.
So you are spinning tonight, correct?
Well, kind of.
Sort a
Kinda,
version
sorta?
of it.
A
I'm
version of
playing.
it. You're playing.
I'm
Okay.
playing.
So,
yeah.
so 𝗏𝗲𝐲 is a DJ, but Bangs Nicely is a producer. And so his live set does a lot of Ableton, but a lot of visual effects as well, right?
Gonna mesh them together.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
No visuals tonight.
Oh, you're not doing visuals?
No
At
visuals.
the last Orange, you did have the visuals.
No
on
doubt.
on the
yeah.
Beat House stage.
Yeah,
The Beat House
for
stage,
sure.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man.
So Ableton.
Let's talk about that Beat House stage though. That
Hey,
shit was
man.
That was nice.
still jamming.
Yeah.
So is it Ableton push or
Push 2, yeah.
push 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got that, and I just this is the first time I've ever done a like a live PA set.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing I've got the push 2, and I've also got like a little fader control,
Nice.
Novation Launch XL.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah,
And so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
got 8 faders. I've got all my joints like dropped down to 8 tracks. So
Nice.
we'll try and make it happen. Tonight's the first night. I figure I only got to go from here. Like
Yeah.
I'm finger banging a couple tracks. I'm
Nice.
DJing a couple tracks. I'm
Nice.
mixing a couple tracks. So
I
it should
can
be
dig
cool.
it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
Yo,
dope, man.
I don't have them with me, but I got to give a shout out if I got the platform.
Yeah, for
everybody,
sure. You have the platform, sir.
everybody that already listens already knows, but I want to take a moment and say, Buck, big shouts out to my man Jay Diff coming through
Hey.
with the Printfinity Banks Nicely t-shirts.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
showed up tonight. I didn't know
That's
they
a
were going to
plug.
be here.
Is that
He
what you
told
got
me
on?
that they were going to be. No, this is a victory.
Oh, shots of victory though.
Rep victory
Yeah, for
on
sure.
everything for sure. Printfinity just hooked up the Banks Nicely t-shirts
Nice.
though.
All
and like 20%, 25% already gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So good looking.
Make sure you check out
If it
Printfinity. It's printfinity.com, but it's not really up yet.
It is, but
It's
it ain't. It's kind of a ghost site right now.
Yeah, it's in the
You
works.
gotta hit the Instagram or
It's
me personally.
Printfinity with no vowels.
No
No
vowels. yeah,
vowels
that's right.
because we
We-
care about you. We
Clench
need
your
the
teeth
eyes
and type it in, and you're right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That Beat House stage was dope though. That was
It was.
That was a dope orange though.
I'm still I still follow a bunch of those cats
I
Yeah.
do too.
that were on that because they impressed the hell out of me. Like a
Yeah.
lot of those dudes really came with. I won't say the style was anything that I hadn't heard,
Right.
but at least the way they presented themselves on
Absolutely.
the stage,
Right.
the way that
Absolutely.
they like played their beats on stage. I mean,
Yeah.
they didn't show up and like run beats, and that's what I did on that stage. I didn't
Yeah.
know how to do it different, but every one of those dudes showed up and like showed me the right way to actually do
Right.
an event like that. So
Yep.
shout outs to all those dudes.
And to all the hip hop heads, it was hosted by Fresh Daily. If you know,
Nice.
if you know Fresh Daily, he's a Brooklyn dude. And DJ Jester, actually.
they brought the
What's up?
squad, like
So-
8 cats, 6
Yeah.
cats.
Yeah,
through,
yeah, yeah. There
and
was-
every one of them had bangers.
It was a dope.
beats.
It was a dope ass set.
It was. It was real dope, actually.
Nice.
I feel like we need a topic.
We do. We need
Let's
the
see-
bowl.
let's
We
see
need
if we
the
can get
magic
Let's
bowl.
see if we can get Red August to do something.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Shout out to Red August
Give
for
us a
doing
topic
something.
real quick. Let's see
Oh,
what
a
we got.
topic.
Yeah, we gonna pull a
topic.
random topic real quick.
All right, bet. So, real quick before that happens, though, let me use this opportunity again to shout out people that we love.
Okay.
And I want to shout out Helicon, Ryan Hickey.
Absolutely.
No
I
doubt.
want to shout out everybody that puts on Orange. I want to shout out Mike
Absolutely.
Bennett. I want to
Shouts
shout
to
out you.
Dusty
You've
Fingers.
been affiliated like deep for a long time. Like Orange has been a pinnacle for artists and musicians in
Yeah.
Indianapolis. Like on some slept on shit. Like
Yeah.
for almost 2 decades.
When
like
it comes
14
around,
years
people
long.
like, oh, Orange, and then they sleep on it until
Yeah.
the next fall. But like,
Yeah.
it's put me on. This is my 3rd time. It's put other cats that I
Absolutely.
didn't know prior to this on at least my radar, and it's got to be other people's radars too.
Yeah.
And it's
So-
just a great. The dopest thing to me about Orange is the fact that artists can be themselves.
Yes.
It's very
And-
open to.
But not only that, people support it.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could see
This place is full.
what we're looking at right
This
now.
place is full.
Dog.
Right.
I was
But-
just upstairs at the Indie Mojo stage,
Yeah.
and I was listening to Lemmy Vice play a set of like all his original joints.
Nice.
It was
Word.
tight because some of those joints were mine too.
Yeah.
But like I
Nice.
got to stand like in the crowd and watch people who I assume probably did not know what he was even running, and just running records, you jamming,
for sure.
vibing, like, and
Right.
it's all his original productions.
Yeah.
Like, what is the other avenue in the city that allows you outside of
well-
Writer's Block, RIP, or
Rest in peace, right?
Rest in sleep, wherever it resides. I don't know if it's
Man.
lying
Hey,
dormant.
Nick and
or
I
whatever.
talked about possibly bringing something similar back. So we
You
Dude,
guys,
man.
you guys are going to love this one.
All right.
Now
Okay.
this is definitely the most interesting one that we have thus far.
Is it really?
All right.
It
So
looks like a lot of words. I can kind
It's
of see.
definitely a lot of words on
Deep.
here. So someone wrote, Beyonce's dancer or drummer, whatever, is filing a.
Hold up. You said dancer or drummer. Those are 2 different things.
Their handwriting, fam. I don't know where
Okay,
we're going.
okay,
We're gonna
okay.
go with dancer.
You want me to
Okay.
read it for you?
Nah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go dancer.
Okay.
Beyonce's dancer is filing a restraining order against her, citing that she is a witch and worships the devil.
Oh
Whoa.
shit.
So
Here we
I
go with the
saw art-
Illuminati.
Shouts to the
claims.
crazy topics.
I saw an article about this, and this is real.
I was about to say somebody
really is doing this mug. I did
Okay,
see that,
okay.
but
I have no information on this at all.
I don't either.
the only thing I can say is
Shouts to that grilled cheese though.
that grilled
I
cheese
know. I
is
was
dope.
about to start mealing.
I
Just
like
do it,
that.
man. Do it, man.
Go ahead.
But here's
Get you a
my-
bite.
here's
Get you
my
a bite, man.
Here's my thing, man. Like,
Go ahead.
I don't know what to say about this. Like, I really am lost at this point on this one. Like,
I
what do
think
you say to that?
Nah, you're right.
You know what
Nothing.
I'm saying? Like,
nothing.
what is
you
the
say
response to
nothing
that?
because that's nothing. That's nonsensical. It's like
I have nothing to contribute to this.
I have nothing.
You know, like
That's not just trying to get a check type.
She's trying to
shit.
get a bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
She must have got fired.
Will someone please put me on an internet site?
Yeah.
Like, can I get a couple reposts?
I just need another
Beyonce's
15
a
minutes.
witch,
I need
like-
another 15 minutes of fame.
Well, she has her notoriety now because it's floating around. So maybe that's all she needs.
15 minutes.
15 minutes of fame, and she's gonna ride out. But that's
what a
stupid to me.
light 15. What
Man.
that's the weakest
At
15.
least put something else out there.
I'm cool on all of that. Like, I don't even want to go
Man.
down that road. I'm cool on that. So, yeah, we
I
gonna
mean, which can be determined, any different type of way. She can be mad because
That's true. That's
because she wants her show to look like this.
Okay.
So in order for her show to look like this, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm barking order at you. You're a witch. You know what I'm saying?
Does she have a broom?
I was gonna say, if
I
you
don't know.
use
Does she go
witch,
to
I want to.
Hogwarts?
You better show up.
Since
Yeah.
there are options, she could have a broom. I
Does
don't
she
know.
go to Hogwarts?
Can't be a bitch. I need you to be a witch, like
Yeah.
for real witch. If you use witch, I assume that you mean she's flying, she's got a
Right.
broom, she got magic
Come on,
spells
man.
and potions.
Y'all remember the witch on the Disney movies that was flying around on the broom low key? Come on now. Y'all remember that.
Nah.
Mike said, "Does he have a broom light? Is he dead?"
Don't do that. y'all know the
I'm
witch
going
on
with the
the
Harry
Disney
Potter
movies.
reference. That's why I said Hogwarts.
She might fly
I can
around on
dig
the
it.
broom, and I
She
don't
might.
know.
She might.
You
she-
said there were
she
variations
likes,
of how
she
you
likes
take
to play
witch, so-
Quidditch.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this.
Huh?
She's probably not a witch.
Okay.
That's a fair
That's fair.
guess.
That's a fair assessment. She's
All right.
probably
No, no.
not.
I'm
not
new
a
here,
witch.
so let me ask you quick, and I feel like we need to snap up Rusty while he's right here, right?
We definitely could get Rusty.
My
We
man
might
right
get
here.
Rusty.
Russ,
come on around,
come-
man. Come on around.
infiltrate.
Come.
Yeah, come on around,
Did
brother.
these come from just folks?
Yeah,
Just
so
folks
we got a
walking around?
bowl
Right
out
through there,
there
brother.
that people
Right-
are
right
actually
behind
just
you.
putting
Yep.
topics
Right here, right
in.
here.
Yeah, we got a bowl. So if people are just
Do you?
throwing us topics.
These are all random. We do not know what is in the bowl.
Yeah.
So we have another topic. Red August is doing his job.
And
All
Rusty
right.
is here. Rusty
Yo, I'm
Redenbacher.
gonna let Rusty sit in, and I'm gonna jump out.
Hey, we appreciate
All right,
you
my man.
stopping with us,
Thanks,
bro.
Alex.
He want,
man, I appreciate
he want
it,
that
man.
Appreciate
grilled
y'all.
cheese sandwich
I know.
bad.
That's why
what
I
it
gotta
is.
go, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all not trying to hear me chew. I love y'all. Peace.
Appreciate
That's
it,
what's
man.
up.
Peace,
Thank
brother,
you.
man.
In a minute.
So fresh off one guest to the next, we have
What's up, Banks?
Indianapolis legend. I used to always tell Longevity before I met this brother that he has the coolest name. You remember when I used to say that
over and over? He's like, I got to meet him. He's got the coolest
name I've ever heard.
I was like, he's a pretty cool guy, man.
Rusty Redbox.
You might like Russ a little bit.
Hey, everybody.
And then
what's up?
Yeah, so Rusty's sitting down with us, and Lone told me his history. I did my homework. I was so blessed to get a chance to meet this brother, have some conversations with him.
Hey, man.
He's been out here. I got an old mixtape with Rusty on the cover with his face. This is pre-Photoshop, though.
Wow.
But he's on a Rambo body.
Okay.
You remember that joint?
Rick Thompson did that.
Hey.
I think that was like early Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to bug people out, like, you know, when like the Pen and Pixel stuff was real big and all that. I was making mixtapes at the record store. I used to try to bug people out with the covers. You know what I mean? Try to have fun with the covers. I put my head on Superfly a couple times.
Nice.
Stuff like that. So.
How you feeling, man? You look like
I'm
you're feeling good.
I'm real good. I'm real chill right now. I'm a little tired. I went to a wedding reception earlier.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
I think we all went to a wedding.
Everybody has a wedding or something today. Yeah.
Everybody got married today.
We're at a wedding reception right now.
Right. Yeah. Congratulations to Rachel and Ryan.
Yeah.
And I'd like to send a shout out to Bree and Bryce. That's the reception I went to earlier today.
That's what's up.
And actually, Spoolz and Jay Moore are also at 2 separate weddings as well.
So today is a wedding day for everybody.
It's a good day to get married.
First day of fall.
Rusty, what we're doing is we're taking random suggestions from people that are leaving just the suggestions in the bowl that we have at our table here.
Right.
Now, this is a good one. I'm actually glad you're here for this one. I'm coming to you first. All right? So this one says, is Kanye West a traitor to black people?
Oh, wow.
I am coming your direction, sir.
Yeah, jeez.
Feel free to let me know what you think.
Kind of a loaded question.
That is very loaded, but I'm so glad you're here for this one because I need that wisdom.
Well,
because I'm 50-50 on Kanye right now. I need you to sway me.
I'm 50-50 on him too, though.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Talk to me,
I
big
like
bro.
the music for the most part. I think he's made enough good music to stick with him.
No pun intended.
Even though,
I see you.
No pun intended.
Bars.
Yeah.
Pause.
Russ raps a little bit.
A little bit. I think he's made enough solid music to stick with him. But by the same token, his personal politics and everything about his social media character and everything has become slightly annoying or inflammatory. You know what I mean? Like, he really can't do anything right now without catching a lot of heat. And he brought a lot of that to himself. You know what I'm saying?
How do you personally feel about him? Can you separate the artist from the social media? Can you do that?
Yeah, but I don't know if I can necessarily separate the artist from the personal politics.
I guess I was including that within that.
Yeah,
so
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, when you say social media and personal politics are two entirely different things.
Right.
That's a fact.
You know, sometimes I find him a bit irritating or whatever, but I still, you know, I think he has good ideas musically. So I always end up listening to this stuff, but I'm not as intrigued or interested in staying with it as I was at one point.
I'll be honest.
Now, back to the whole traitor to the black community or not.
Yes.
And we'll get on point. To be really honest with you, I don't know if I have an opinion about that.
Okay, that's fair.
Well, I definitely don't. So
yeah, kudos to you. See, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. How do you know? He said some really ignorant things and some things that were maybe a bit myopic, but I can't necessarily say he's a complete race traitor. You know what I mean? That's a really heavy.
That's heavy. That's
a heavy cross to bear.
That's
if you're gonna put that on somebody, you better be damn sure you know what you're saying.
That's fair.
Do you feel like maybe he's with his newer, with him coming back to Chicago, saying that he's going to live in Chicago?
Do you think that's all politics?
I think it's politics based upon his album.
Yeah.
But,
I think it's part of the rollout.
But do you think? But do you think that's him?
Do
you think that's him trying to compensate for that?
I think he thinks that it will do that. To your point, I think he thinks that will kind of put a Band-Aid on some of the things that he's done, because it's like, hey, I'm back at the Shy. I'm hanging around Bump J. I'm hanging around Mickey Halstead. We're in the studio with 𝐠𝗲𝗱. Like, I'm back around my roots. I went to visit my childhood home. Like, all this stuff is like he's doing all of this at the same time.
That's what Chief Keef was for. You know?
Right.
I thought we already did that. You know
So
what I mean?
maybe he's
like
looking
how many
at
times you know what I mean? How many times can you keep? You can't keep going home and being like, oh, okay,
right.
I'm sorry.
I'm here now.
Kim Kardashian is not moving to Chicago, bro.
She's already said that.
Hey,
She said it's a wrap.
I said that. There's no way that the
She's not
Kardashian
moving to
family's
Chicago,
moving here.
dude.
But we kind of addressed it last episode 99, about
Yeah.
as far as Kanye, the Chicago hoe, all that. It definitely has something to do with his album coming out. Some of it may be close to him as far as him trying to get something out creative wise.
Yes.
But it's not something that I think is going to last a long time. He's just pretty much rubbing elbows with the people that kind of help him get to where he's at right now.
Doesn't feel sincere.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Lil Durk was on. Was it Lil Durk that was on? I think he was on Everyday Struggle, and he basically said it's dope that he's back home. Now what? Like that's
Right.
everybody's response now. It's like, okay, he's back at the crib. He's embedded in the crib now, back home. So now what?
And what does that necessarily mean? Like
Right.
I'm home.
Exactly.
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 What does that even mean?
Exactly.
You know
I think,
what
I
mean?
think he just felt the slack from people saying, well, you have all these opinions, but you're not even in Chicago anymore, or blah, blah, blah. So maybe he feels like, well, if I come back to Chicago, I can get some of my people back.
Perhaps.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
my
I
word.
mean, it just doesn't seem genuine.
Not at all.
I think it kind of has both connotations. I think it
I feel
is
like it'll work
genuine
to an
a
extent,
certain
though.
extent, because I feel like he misses that energy.
Yeah.
Because he's been so disconnected from it. So I think he's there at least trying to get that back. But as far as being on some, I'm gonna stay in Chicago. You got a Adidas line called Calabasas.
Right.
You've been out in Hollywood. You've been out
Right.
in Beverly Hills all this time. You're not gonna stay in Chi.
I want to
It's not believable.
I want to real quick pay some bills real quick. Shout out to all of our sponsors, bringingdowntheband.com. Shout out to Team Backpack as well, Printfinity. Also, shout out to Coleman Dental, 317-255-8546.
Shout out to Dr. Coleman.
Make sure you get your teeth
Hey,
right.
there you go.
He's in the building.
I might need
Yeah.
I might need a cleaning myself. So
Hey,
I can
man,
talk to
and
Dr.
Take
and
good
Coleman.
care of your grill.
And his office is right next to where I work.
Yes.
I need to just drop
Even
in and
better.
say, hey.
Even better.
Doc,
That's what's up.
Doc, I might need a cleaning, man. So I think it's about that time. So we're gonna talk about it after we get finished. But
Let's talk about it.
But yeah, Kanye, man, everybody is all over the place with him. I don't think anybody has a definitive feeling about it because he's a divisive guy.
That's
so
him
we don't
too,
know.
though. That's also
That is
him.
him.
He's, you know what I mean? Like one day he's, George Bush doesn't care about black people. The next day he's like, I would have voted for Trump.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
He's just
you just kind of have to accept his contradictions.
he's polarizing within himself.
Yeah,
Facts.
like and if you can deal with it, then you're going to be a hardcore fan. I have all his albums,
No,
I got him.
Well.
he's an incredible artist, man. I've stopped being the fan that I was after My Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's my personal opinion.
I am not invested in his albums like I was.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you just get to that point with any artist that's done like 8-9 albums. After a while, you're like, oh,
I've heard it.
I mean,
yeah, what else?
Nobody's dropping a 10 for 10.
No.
There's not an artist out there
No, that's true.
that
That's
has
not
dropped
happening.
That is
10
true.
albums and
That's
all
true.
10 of them
Not happening.
are something that you mess
Yeah,
with.
I don't think that's realistic. And with him, the mental health thing always comes into play. I'm not the person to say that mental health is not a real issue. So that's not what I'm here to say.
Well,
but
that was something new.
That's a weird comment.
no, but it's a part. It's a
Yeah,
part of what
that's
it's a
something
part of
new.
what we're talking about. When you think Kanye, you think he's on his meds.
Well, he's
Trump,
bipolar.
That's
and
new,
that.
though.
That's what I meant
That's
to say.
new. That all transpired within the last not even year.
We didn't even know about
So-
that until.
Yeah, that's
you know
not.
what I
That
mean?
hasn't
Yeah,
been
so
a
that
lingering thing.
doesn't really.
I just think it's a part of it now because I still hear that a lot.
It
It's
doesn't
like,
qualify.
We got
sir.
another topic. Let's
That's
keep
another
moving.
way to make excuses for
Yeah,
him, though. I
it
think.
doesn't
I think
That's
that's
what I-
another
that's what I
thing,
meant to
you know
say,
what I mean?
yeah,
People
yeah.
use that and his mother's death as excuses for his behavior.
Yeah.
We're
That's a
talking
fact.
about a 40-year-old dude, man.
all right, so
That is a very good point.
40-year-old
I'm very
dude.
serious. You know what I'm
versus
saying?
that's true.
40-year-old
My mom
virgin.
died when
Grown
I was
man.
30. It sucked. You know what I'm saying?
all right,
All right,
so let's see. What's the best or what is our favorite restaurant in Indianapolis?
Ooh,
Oh, man.
that's a hard one.
Is that like
Pause.
locally owned or a national chain?
Oh, okay.
I think it's just across
It's got
the
to be
board,
local.
bro.
I think it's got to be a
Do
locally
you want to
owned
go
joint.
locally
I mean,
owned?
y'all know where I go.
Tell me.
Always catch me at 20 Tap.
20 Tap.
Man, I love 20 Tap.
All day, every day.
20 Tap is great.
20 Tap a lot.
Never been.
I stay around my block. I like 20 Tap, and I like the Aristocrat, and I like the Sinking Ship.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But those places are all really close to, where I work. Of course.
Yes, it's dope.
Jazz Kitchen.
Jazz Kitchen is dope.
I tear that whole block up. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're in a key area.
My favorite local restaurant is any place between 49th and College and 54th and College.
Word.
Sam's Gyros, even all of them. I eat all those places.
One of my favorite joints is not open right now. Closed down, Boogie Burger.
Yeah, Boogie Burger.
Shouts to Boogie Burger.
What's up, Mark?
I don't know about. I'm sleep on Boogie Burger.
You really slept on Boogie.
Excellent.
You can't be sleep. You have to have slept on Boogie Burger.
Yeah. Remember, I haven't been here. I haven't been living here for the whole time. So
I used to bring. So whenever the homies would come in town for shows, I used to take them to Boogie Burger.
Nice.
Yeah.
So shouts to '𝗲𝗙 𝗲𝐻𝐻 because we got a picture of us eating ice cream together at Boogie Burger.
That sounds like a date.
It looked like a date. It looked like a date as well.
That is a date, definitely. Shout out to the Connect Game EP.
Connect,
yes, sir.
Straight up.
I produced that.
Yes, you did. The entire thing. I remember. But hey, man, we appreciate you sitting down with us for a little bit, bro. I know you performing with the Mud Kids later. No.
Mud Kids 10:30 on the main stage out here at Orange.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations on 100 episodes, guys.
Thank you,
it's
brother.
pretty big. It's major.
We're going to have you back on.
I'll be back.
We definitely are going to have you back.
I'm glad I finally got to sit down. I really don't know much about podcasting, but I like how you guys get down and how you do it, and it's cool. And now I got a vibe for it, so.
Hey, man, we appreciate your time, man. Thank you, brother.
No problem. One love. Mud Kids for life.
Yes, sir. My man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have some great guests today. That is dope, man. Rusty Redbacher in the building. Again, that is one of the coolest names I've ever heard in my life. So it's good when the OGs come in and sit down and drop that knowledge.
Indeed.
So
Naptown legend.
Yes, sir. No question about it. 100%. So we were talking about Lupe. I got Lupe twice. That's why I folded that last one up, because Lupe came in again. So I think we were to the point where you were going to say some of the things that you actually liked about it after my comment.
You really have to uncover that album.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to it one time, and I'm a firm believer in you can't listen to any project one time and have a solid opinion on it unless it's just not something that
there's
that
no
you
unless
really mess with like
24-hour classic people.
Not even classic.
Or just period. Just full reviews.
Overall.
You can't review it. You can't digest that much music in 24 hours. Fully digest. I don't believe that.
You can't do it.
I don't believe that.
He dropped a 24 track project with.
That's a lot of songs for Lupe.
Too many songs.
Hey,
you know, like 24 songs from Lupe is not 24 songs from Lil Yachty.
It's not.
It's different. Definitely different.
It's different.
Like I said, there's so many elements to this album.
I can digest Lil Yachty in like one listen probably.
I could do 24 tracks from Lil Yachty.
Let's be real.
Yeah, I could do 24 tracks from Lil Yachty.
Lupe's gonna take a minute because Lupe's one of the best bar flexers in the history of hip hop.
Terry actually mentioned, Jay Diff actually mentioned some of his concepts in terms of, he mentioned History Lesson. Like, he talked about some of the concepts, which I'm not surprised. Like, as I was listening to it, like, I caught bits and pieces of the bars and where he was going. It's just my only gripe was the production early on. But as Terry always says, like, we are always about listening and jumping in and actually listening to the project. DJ Spoolz
is here.
Spoolz is in the building.
Yes.
We got the full team. Well, minus Jay Moore, but you know.
Jay Moore will probably pop in a little bit later on.
What's up, man?
DJ
What's up, y'all?
Spoolz is in the building.
Man. Good to be here. Real quick, got to send a shout out to Melissa and Ryan Buckshot. Congratulations, Buckshot. Congratulations on your wedding. It was amazing.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
What's up, my brother?
Chilling, man. It looks like a great crowd, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
it is. It's very good. It's very good to see you, Spoolz.
It's really good to see you too, man.
Yes, sir. My
Indeed.
man. I always love DJ Spoolz. So we are complete now. We are complete.
I know, right?
So
let's pull up a topic, man. Let's see what we got.
So Spoolz, we've been going through topics from our bowl.
Okay.
Suggestions. Everybody's been doing a great
job.
job.
From the bowl.
Our bowl. I'm sorry.
From the bowl.
I see Red August right there.
Red August, yeah, he's not doing anything, eating popcorn.
We got to get Red August on the show.
Yeah.
At some point, we have to get Red August on the shore.
Side note, I think I'm going to ask Red August to do my pictures for my wedding here next year.
Oh, wow. That's
nice.
That's actually an official offer, yeah.
I mean, he can do it.
Yeah, he does weddings.
All right.
That's what he does.
All right.
And also bat mitzvahs.
Yeah, he does bat mitzvahs,
and strip
weddings.
clubs.
He does strip clubs.
All that.
Family reunions in the park. He does those.
Holiday Inn shoots.
Open gym at the YMCA. He'll shoot that.
Yeah, he can do that as well. Actually, we have a raffle right now. If you sign up for our raffle, if y'all are in the building, you can get a 30-minute shoot from Red August.
Yes.
If you win.
Yes.
Nice.
So
that's a hell of a value, man.
That is a hell of a value. We will be
really is,
we'll be
actually.
drawing for that a
Seriously.
little bit later on. So good plug there, Lone. So
That man's time is money.
we
Word.
are Kanye heavy, man. This is another Kanye right after the last one. And it basically says Kanye being in Chicago. So
We kind of addressed
we
that.
kind of already talked about that.
Yeah.
So let's see
I
if Red
think,
August can give
I
us
think we
another
can move on from that one.
I'm with that. I'm with that, Lone.
Yeah, we've already talked about that.
All right.
Is this another one? Give me another
Yo.
one.
No, it's not Kanye.
Oh, we can get another one, though, on deck, though.
So I don't know who wrote this one, but this is amazing.
Okay.
So the card says,
Ha!
Oh, wow.
So let's speak on pussy.
Yeah, let's
yeah,
talk
we're going
about
to
it.
talk about pussy, apparently.
Let's talk about
See,
it.
we knew we were going to have some topics from some random-ass people that were just going to
Somebody-
put some random-ass shit.
Somebody is a fool out here,
So
but
shouts to whoever wants to talk about pussy.
Yeah.
I like pussy.
as do
What's
I.
there
Who
not
doesn't?
to? You know, it's we all.
who
you know,
doesn't?
it's amazing.
Pretty good.
Shouts to my man Pete Sake. He's got a song called "I Love Pussy." I love pussy.
Word.
Nice.
It's a great song.
Word up.
Yep. So yes, we all like pussy across the board. That's
all right.
good.
That's 10 thumbs up.
All right. So let's go to the next one. All right.
Shouts to women. We love women.
Yeah. Shout out to all the beautiful women out here.
That's right.
Actually, some lovely ladies out here as well. So hopefully we'll be able to congregate later on. So, best movies from your childhood.
Oh,
Best movies from your childhood.
that's a good one. That's a great topic.
I got a
man.
lot of them.
So this is what we'll do. We'll
Ghostbusters
we'll,
won.
I knew you were gonna say that. We'll go around the table.
one.
That's his go-to for everything.
So how many do we? How many?
Movie-wise.
How many do we want to do a piece? Just to keep
I'm
it
gonna
simple.
two or three.
Just
Two or
name
three?
a few of them.
All right, couple. We'll do a couple pieces. We'll go around
I'm just
the
gonna
table.
say Ghostbusters for now. I'll let y'all go.
All right, so one apiece around the table. Ghostbusters. Just throw something out there that's impactful.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. I can dig that. Spoolz.
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Okay. I saw that as an adult, but
Yeah.
I could dig it.
Like, so I have an
as a kid.
older sister, so all those 80s movies that I
Gotcha.
was probably
That
a little
makes
young
sense.
for, I got to
Yep.
watch them all. 16 Candles, all those.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not bad at that. For me, I will go Juice. Juice is
a good one.
Juice
Teenage years for me.
I'll say Three Ninjas.
Three
Eh,
They did say childhood. Good point.
Three Ninjas.
Three Ninjas. All
Just
right.
shouts to Tum That's all I'm gonna say.
I could dig it.
Leslie
Hey.
Salago in the house.
Hey,
Leslie
she,
Salago.
Hey, she was
I
drinking.
would-
She
She
was
has
drinking that.
botanicals.
She was
Okay.
drinking that wine with swag too. I saw that. I
Definitely.
saw that.
I don't think she knows how to not do it.
There
with
you
swag,
go.
You know?
So the movie. Did you have another one?
Another one. Another classic joint.
Classic joint.
As a kid.
Classic
I
as
probably
a
went
kid.
too. I went too late with Juice. So
Yeah.
you're right about that. I went too late. Juice is. We were teenagers when Juice came out.
Yeah.
I think.
I really like Car Wash when it would come on TBS.
Yeah.
Car Wash.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Okay.
did.
Car Wash.
Yeah.
How about
not that it was like a good movie, but like from a nostalgia point of view.
It's great. It's a great soundtrack.
Takes you back. Great
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Yes. Spoolz, give me one more.
Adventures in Babysitting.
I can dig that.
Okay. I can respect
You
that.
remember The Stupids?
No.
Maybe I said it wrong.
The
It's
Stupids?
got Tom Arnold in it. You know, I always liked. That was always ridiculously stupid. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Did
you
you
guys
say
remember-
Ghostbusters too?
I was about to say Ghostbusters 2,
Yeah.
which is better than 1.
Leslie,
so
what was one of your
Ghostbusters
favorite movies from childhood?
Childhood movies.
Oh yes,
childhood
oh
movie?
yes, we need that
me?
out you.
Man, what was I watching? I
Yes.
don't know. I think I blocked it out.
Yeah.
Just all of it.
No, I don't want to say anything like crazy. I remember like
You can
watching
give us
like.
one.
See,
though.
I
You
feel
give
like
us
something
one.
came to your mind and now you don't want to say it.
I
though.
don't.
Okay.
You can
I-
give us one.
I feel like I was watching like Menace to Society and
I'll
shit.
take
Well,
this.
that's-
he
that's
said
more
juice.
Like
So,
child,
yeah.
that's
I
more
said
like
juice.
teenage years.
But
We're
I
talking
said
about,
juice.
Like for real childhood.
Say
you
like
was a
age
little
6
kid.
to 6 to
Do
10.
you remember anything?
My granny didn't let me watch TV.
Oh
right.
well,
Yeah, man.
Menace
Yeah.
to Society it is.
Yeah, we had like if you did get to watch TV, it would be
So Menace
Green
to
Acres.
Society.
Green Acres.
Oh
that
shit.
would be the shit that would be on.
What
You'd
was
be like,
the-
nah, never
Green
mind.
Acres
Yeah.
is classic.
So
Yeah.
Menace to
Beverly
Society
Hillbillies?
or South Central?
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes, or the Beverly Hillbillies.
He asked a good question.
Menace to Society or South Central?
Oh, Menace to Society. What?
Okay.
South
I will
Central?
South.
Well, South Central is comedy though to me.
Comedy.
Oh, that
It's
was
a
a
lot
mess.
of comedy. Yeah.
That had like a real character in it though.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Man, that shit is comedy to me. South Central is comedy to me.
Loco was comedy.
The whole movie's comedy.
The whole movie.
It is.
Okay.
With the potato and the gun and all that.
Yeah. Smack
right.
Man.
I'm coming
Smack
back.
Man.
I'm coming back to Menace to Society.
That wasn't a question.
Boys in the Hood or Menace to Society.
Menace to
You
Society.
still on Menace?
I'm going Boys in the Hood.
I'm
No.
going Boys in the Hood.
When he did all that crying, I was like,
Yeah.
and I was a kid. I was like, why is he doing that?
I just think I don't know. I thought with the Ricky, that's a classic scene. The Ricky, like when he turns around and starts running. I think everybody knows that scene.
I don't think they were good actors.
Nia Long was cold, by the way.
No. Not even O'Shea.
I'm just saying. Nia Long was cold.
Yeah.
So we have a new guest, Leslie Salago has sat down with us.
Hey guys.
Let
Awesome
them
to
know
see
what
you.
do, who
It's
you
been a
are,
while.
and all that good stuff.
Man, I did not prepare. Okay,
It's
so
all
I'm
good. It's all
Leslie
good.
Jean Salago.
I just
and-
got to make sure you talk in the mic so we can hear you.
Hi guys.
There
I
you
like
go.
it. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
And that
But it's
sultry
great.
voice too.
But that's how we need to hear you.
I feel like I'm like too
You're perfect.
close.
You're
Okay.
perfect.
Now you good.
Everything's fine.
Good.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'm a herbalist and hermit.
Right.
Yeah.
I can
Shouts to
dig it.
hermits.
Freaking out. There's so many people here.
How you
It
feeling?
is.
There's a lot of people here. Yeah.
Overstimulated.
Right.
So about
I
10.
think that's what they want to do at Orange.
It's working.
You're
Yeah.
supposed
Good
to
job.
indulge your senses right now.
Well played.
All of them. 10, 12 years ago, Leslie and I, we used to get faded at the front page.
Oh,
Faded.
shit.
Faded.
I almost died.
It was somewhat. We had good times.
We
there.
had some really good times.
We did.
If we tried that now,
Oh, I couldn't go to work for like 3 days. Like yeah.
At least.
you would see me like 7 years later. And I'd still be talking about
Like,
it.
you doing okay, Leslie? Not still not 100%
Not
yet.
doing
Spoolz,
well.
faded is pretty strong, man. So you must have been putting in some work.
Boy, Saturday nights at the
Man.
page were
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
All right, so I got another question.
All right, pull up the topic. What we
It
got?
says, why is Eminem not getting the love? He is a GOAT.
Oh
He
my
is a
God.
GOAT.
Here we go again.
That's
Look,
what they want to talk
Eminem
about.
is not getting the love because he doesn't make songs that motherfuckers like.
He makes ballads.
What else he make?
What else does he need to do? He's
So
got
I-
enough money.
Is this from a hip hop perspective or just
Yeah,
in general?
like-
From a hip hop perspective, he doesn't make songs that people like to enjoy.
I
I
can
just don't
vouch
think
for
he's
that.
the GOAT, though.
We
I don't
keep
think he's
talking
the GOAT.
about this. Nobody plays him at any club spot. Nothing dive.
So the
They
reason
don't play that. That's
so
not something somebody wants to hear.
I'm playing devil's advocate here. So the fact that his records are not spun at the spot
That
or at
doesn't
the
make
club,
him trash, though.
that's what I'm looking for. So does that take him? That takes his GOAT status down a peg because his records aren't getting played.
It just doesn't work in all of these places.
That's
it
all
doesn't
that
work.
is.
Okay, all right, I can dig it. I'm just asking. I can
Can I
dig
ask a question?
it. Sure.
It said Eminem is
Where
the
did
GOAT.
that question
Oh, sorry.
come from?
So we have random people that walk up, just write questions down.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
we're
so
getting random ones.
Just trying to get caught up here. It's like,
So that's what it is.
ask that.
Yeah, we've actually talked about this on the show 3 or 4 times already.
Where are they at? I want them to show their face.
They should.
If you call Eminem the GOAT, I think you should like
You
say
definitely
that
should
shit loud
stand
and
by
proud.
that.
I really
Oh,
should.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I want to talk like.
Let's talk
Tell
about
me
it.
why.
Shouts to MGK. I've said that 19 times tonight. Let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about
He's
it.
definitely nowhere near my top 5. Probably, I think he's in my
Look,
top 10.
Let's say
but
this
he's
one
not
more
my
time
top
for the
5.
record because I think most of y'all agree with it. He can rap really well.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He struggles with songs because he doesn't make songs.
He makes rap ballads. They don't even make real like R&B ballads anymore.
I don't even want to hear a fucking rap ballad, man. I don't
That's
wanna
what I'm
hear that.
saying.
Like,
I don't want to hear that shit.
why?
Make rap ballads.
And he needs to stop producing his own shit.
Yeah.
Now that is a good point. That is a good point.
Let's move on. What else we got?
I'll
let's go
say
to
this
them.
just real quick.
Jump in, Spoolz.
I guess I see why some people think that, but I'd have to question your overall knowledge of hip hop if you think he's the best ever.
Yeah.
You've got issues.
Yeah.
You
Well,
have
maybe not
issues.
issues. Maybe you just don't know what the fuck you're talking
I
But
about.
that's
do- I
okay.
do
There's
give
nothing
him-
wrong with
I've
that.
been drinking.
You have.
I give him one point that his last album is better than anything that he's done probably in the past.
Half of it was decent.
But when was
like
that?
7 years.
Yeah.
He dropped it like 2 weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago. She's like, what?
I've been listening to spiritual jazz for the past 2
I'm
weeks.
not mad at
I can dig it.
I'm
I
not-
can dig it.
I'm not
I
mad
don't
at that
know.
at all. I'm not mad at that
Couldn't
at all.
tell you
Let's
what
pull up
happened.
another topic. What we got?
All right, so it said,
It better not be Eminem or Kanye.
no, this is not M. This is not Kanye. So Favorite marijuana strand?
I don't smoke, so go.
I don't
ahead.
like
smoke
indica, or do you like Spoolz?
I don't know why everybody's looking. I don't do that shit.
No, I'm just saying, back me up.
He did try to put you on
Just
blast,
back me
though.
up. Anybody, I know.
Hey, dude,
you ain't about to back me up.
I pass on
I'll
grass.
back you up.
man.
No, you ain't.
I'll back you up.
I heard Sour Diesel's pretty good. Somebody told me that.
All right.
One
Somebody
time.
told you?
Yeah.
Mike takes me as somebody I can't do anything wrong with, because
I'm sorry?
if we get caught,
We
I
had,
feel like
he's gonna
they
tell.
might
we
kinda,
had this conversation, though. We had this conversation.
I'm not. Mm-mm.
We had this conversation.
he's gonna tell.
Ryan Leslie, we had that conversation.
That's different.
Okay.
That's different.
I just wanted you to say,
Mike, you
never
don't-
mind.
Mike,
you know what?
Go back to the weed, man.
I
No,
can't
go
even,
back to the weed,
No,
man.
I can't even listen to Ryan Leslie. Like, even when I'm out, if I'm DJing somewhere, I feel like
Yeah.
I shouldn't play Ryan
shouldn't
Leslie
play.
anymore because of what you told me.
Hey, man, it's a deep story.
That's
We'll,
fucked
we'll
up.
tell it one day.
It is.
Back to the weed.
All right.
I can't speak on it because I don't smoke weed.
I don't know. I retired, so.
Okay. Well, that narrows it down.
Well,
so,
yeah.
I don't smoke weed.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that narrows it down. So,
Like I said, I heard somewhere once, maybe in a rap song, that
Yeah.
Sour Diesel is pretty good.
Okay.
okay.
If you go to Colorado, you can get it all day.
So Nick was telling me earlier that
Lavender Jones.
Coca-Cola is trying to do some sort of CBD thing.
Nick,
Oh, really? How?
Nick being DJ Metronome.
Sorry, excuse
Being
me, DJ
the,
Metronome.
the
Yes.
husband of Leslie
Yes.
Jean.
For the record. For the
Yes.
record.
They
I
had a
just heard
wonderful. How long are you? 10 years coming up?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I still remember your guys' wedding. I tell you, I'm
She said,
engaged.
yeah.
I'm engaged now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll let you
yes.
guys
So
know next year.
congratulations to Spoolz. Shout out to Sarah.
We're going to get legally married.
I'm going to next year.
Legally.
Okay, let's talk about
You know what's
that.
crazy?
Yeah.
I think this
I've
is
got a good one.
I think this is actually from Metronome.
Okay, what's it say?
Who are the best white NBA players of all time?
That is
this
definitely
has to
from
be
him.
from him.
That's funny as
I
hell.
hope
Has
he
to be
didn't
from
say
him.
He
that.
did.
What's wrong with
This
him?
has to
did.
be from him. So,
Yeah.
Larry Bird,
Dan Marley.
Chris Mullen,
John Stockton,
Brad Lohaus.
Tall white guy.
Who?
I don't know.
What about
that's all I got.
what about Rex? What about
Jason
Rex
Williams,
Chapman?
I mean,
White chocolate, yes.
Rex Chapman.
yeah.
Maybe ball handlers. Ball handlers.
For white chocolate?
Yeah, white chocolate.
What about
Yeah.
Thunder Tan Marley? One of you guys
He
say that?
said
That's
Dan
what-
Marley.
Did
That's-
you
that
say
was-
ball handlers?
You know, he likes to handle balls.
I see you. I see you.
Gross.
I mean, he's a ball
Ball
handler.
handler. Is that really something people say?
So when you're a point guard, if you can handle the basketball really well, they call him ball
No,
handlers.
say you're a
that's
ball
gross.
handler.
Come on.
That's gross.
He's a great ball handler. People say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Word on the streets is
Word on the streets is Jason
Nice
Williams
with
is
the
a really good ball
balls.
That's
handler.
what they're saying.
Nice with the ball.
What you know about Greg Ostertag, though?
Oh,
I know he's not one of the greatest white NBA players of all time.
What you know
No.
about Brent Berry?
I like
Oh, he
Brent
can
Berry.
shoot.
dunk.
You can
He
shoot.
won a
Wow.
dunk contest.
I fool Brent Berry. I do fool Brent Berry.
What you know about
His dad was cold.
Chris Mullen. Did somebody say
I
Chris
said
Mullen?
Chris Mullen. Yeah.
Chris Mullen's got to be high on the list.
He can
Yeah,
shoot
Chris
the ball,
Mullen was
man.
Top three. Let's just do
Pistol
top
Pete.
three.
Larry
Pistol
Bird,
Larry Bird's got to be.
Yep.
Pistol. I'll go Larry Bird, Pistol Pete,
And
Jerry West.
Jerry West. We'll close it there.
All right, that's good enough.
All right, so I think we have our next
Yeah.
guest on deck. I see him.
All right.
I see him on deck.
All right.
Looks like Big Skits is in the building, so we are going to bring him in. Leslie, we appreciate you sitting
Leslie,
down
it's been
with
a
us
pleasure.
a little
Thanks,
bit.
guys.
Thanks for your
Thank you so
time.
much.
Great seeing you.
Leslie Saligo Botanicals.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. Check it out.
Check her out.
Yeah, check me out. I need money.
Buy
or
some-
else I'm gonna have to get a real job.
No, we don't want that shit.
Whoa.
Buy some shit for
Cheers.
real
out
out
here.
here.
Okay, bye guys. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
All right. So as we get ready to rotate, I think we already paid the bill. Shout out to No Bad Ideas
did.
as well.
I want to put something
for
out
sure.
in the atmosphere and
They
the
definitely take
universe
care of
real
us.
quick.
Yeah, do that.
If anybody else wants to
see. I'll talk
sponsor
to
us
you.
with drinks, that would be awesome.
If you are
Yeah.
a drink person, come give us some sponsors.
Anybody that is out there that wants to sponsor us,
Yeah.
and perhaps make a purchase for drinks, we are accepting those.
Beer.
So anybody that wants to
Liquor.
Liquor, all
bring
that.
liquor
I'm
to the
running kind of
table,
low.
we appreciate you.
Mr.
Big
Skits,
come on
please
down,
sit
sir.
down, sir.
Skits is here.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like that. We gotta start doing that every time
Skits is
now.
here.
Shouts to my.
Wow.
Yes. Of course he brought.
He's got
gifts.
It's got gummies.
My man,
All right.
100 grand.
So, backstory for me for this young man as he gets
He has a
set.
backstory for everybody that sits down.
May I?
Lonegevity told me about.
Longevity is part of every backstory.
You gotta remember, I've known Longevity since he was a young lad.
I'm just saying,
So-
you remember before we start shooting, you was like, you know what everybody does.
I did. I told you that.
All right, so
Good call.
I'm just referencing.
I see you. I see you. I follow you. Longevity told me about skits. He's like, yo, man, he's an incredible freestyler. He's probably the best freestyler I've ever seen. I said, all right, cool. So I did. I feel so bad for not remembering the name. Beats and Breakfast.
Yep.
Yes, Beats and Breakfast.
We got 2 albums for Beats and Breakfast.
Yes. So
I produced it, he cooked it, and MC'd it.
He put me on game.
I got some raps on there too.
No doubt. He put me on game, and I was like, this dude is amazing. And when I found out, or actually got a chance to hear him, like, he's definitely coming off the top. It's not, you know.
Well, you saw him in Nauru.
That's when the point was driven home for me, where I'm like, this guy is an amazing artist. He's an amazing rapper, but probably one of the best freestylers that I've ever seen. I'll tell you that to your face. I've never seen anything like it because he's coming off the top and he has actual bars.
Bars indeed.
Indeed.
Not only that, Skits. So Skits comes from, he's in a few groups. Obviously the Mud Kids from way back in the day.
Yep.
The Pro Forums with Spoolz as well, Joe Harvey and Ace One.
Yes.
And also Beats and Breakfast, Cut Camp in the building, obviously.
He's got on some nice shoes too.
Man, I like those shoes.
Orange, just do it, man.
And he's got on a Printfinity Mud Kids.
Did you get those in Michigan?
Hey, that's a nice shirt.
Did you get those in Michigan City? Them shoes?
No, I got these in Broad Ripple.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Air Max 90s, I think. Is that an Air Max 90?
Usually the originals.
Originals?
First Boys, yeah.
Those are cold.
It's Air Maxes.
So he's the
we got
second,
a topic.
he's the
Again,
second person to come
he has
in.
on a Printfinity Mud Kids.
Speaking of Printfinity, make sure y'all support your own your local companies and businesses. Printfinity is doing their thing out there. DJ Jay Diff heads the ship for that. He also has a dope artist that he is going to be releasing here after a while. That's sponsored by Printfinity. Can't wait till you guys see that.
Yeah, Longevity's pretty great.
Yeah.
I co-sign pretty much everything Terry does except for the clothes he has on this evening, and he knows why.
I know why.
It's
That's
the
cool.
you.
Can you read the bottom word on that?
It's dope.
Look at the colors though. Look at.
I love green's
All
my
right.
favorite color, but
So this
my
is
stomach hurts just looking at that.
So our new topic is, so we had a topic earlier that was just pussy.
Yeah.
This one is vagina empowerment.
Okay.
Hey, shouts to C-Ray. Hey.
So vagina empowerment.
So our topic is vagina empowerment.
I like how you held that up when you said it. I like that.
So let's talk about vagina empowerment.
Let's get into
All
that.
right, Skits. What do you have to say about vagina empowerment?
The subject matter that was just presented is way, way, way too limiting.
Talk
way
about
too
it.
limiting. You cannot have a discussion about empowering just one organ.
Okay.
And I know that said vagina, could said vaginal. Hopefully the person that wrote that was just being very sarcastic.
I mean, I love women.
I do too. I just think it's
love
hard to
women,
just talk
yes.
about one organ.
You know what?
What does that one
empower
organ
that.
do for your life?
As important
What does
as
it do
it
for
might
you?
be.
You know what? This is actually better. I'm gonna read this one. This is
We're
actually
gonna leave
better.
the cliffhanger.
Okay.
out
You
there.
wanna speak on it? You wanna speak on it?
Unless you want to cook, I'm gonna let you cook.
I mean, it's life. I'm just saying.
You know what? I don't think anyone could have said anything better.
I think we'll leave it there.
Vagina empowerment is life.
What
And
you
you,
got?
and you can take that however you want.
However you want.
Yep.
It's life.
Fair
bars.
enough. So let's try this one. It says, "What do you see as the future of music for female artists based on current trends?" I'll
Well,
read that. You want me to read it?
There's always only a handful. Are we talking artists in general or rap artists?
I mean, that's up to us because I'm just going off what's on the card.
Because artist-wise, women are all over the place.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have Beyonce, which is one of the best performers out there.
Ever.
She's Michael Jackson level, performance-wise.
She's a beast.
So, but if we're talking strictly hip hop, like my
There's
thoughts.
always only a handful of.
But here's what I'll say about that. When you look back maybe 25, 30 years, you saw you had Queen Latifah and you had MC Light.
Yep.
And you had female spitters. And then I feel like sexuality has taken over more so than anything as far as female rappers
That's a
now.
very
So
good
that's
point.
why the most popular female rappers
true.
are Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, but the best female rapper is Rhapsody.
Right now, definitely.
You know, so I would
agree.
I'd like to think that things will eventually come full circle where, you know, one day there'll be more Rhapsodies than there are Nicki Minaj's and Cardi B's. And there's nothing wrong with Nicki Minaj or Cardi B, but I think Rhapsody's super dope, and I'd like I like the things she said. I think she's empowering, not just vaginal empowerment, but just female empowerment.
I was going to go there.
I like that, Spoolz. I like that,
But that's my
Spoolz.
2 cents right there.
That's what's
so,
up.
yeah.
And the trend kind of started when Lil Kim.
Now this is what I mean when we talk about stunting. This is what I'm talking about. Take your shoe off.
Well, that's what Indiana Jones, he was talking about skits having that pair when he had the Air Force One.
Yo, that's fresh, man.
Yo,
Those are dope.
Yo, these are dope, man. They're not giving us a check, so we're not gonna let them shine too much.
But we can shout out. I'm pretty sure you got those at Gasso.
Yeah,
Okay,
these
we
are
can shout
fresh
out
right here,
Gasso.
brother.
That's the locally owned.
Yeah, those are fresh
Definitely.
right there.
And he's got the shirt to match. What?
I like
Made
that.
by Printfinity.
But back to, I
Bong
think
bong.
you were jumping in. You were going off of what Spoolz said, right?
Well, yeah, not Nicki Minaj. Lil Kim kind of started that trend as far as sexualizing her lyrics.
That's a fact.
Because you name like Queen Latifah and a few other rappers.
Shout out to Moni Love.
Moni Love,
Moni in the
definitely.
middle.
We miss her in Indianapolis, Indiana.
We do.
Foxy Brown was in that same
Yeah,
path
they
at the
both
same
kind of
time.
came out at the exact same. They were actually friends then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was kind of the switch as far as what the female rapper are rapping about. It kind of took a turn then because that's what was popular and that's what was getting them paid.
Skits, jump in. We haven't heard from.
Yeah, no, I enjoy listening to that. But what I was going to get at with the original question with regards to the future of music overall, is the one thing, I don't know if it is the future, but one thing I know we haven't seen, and unfortunately it's manipulated in the industry, is that there have not, unless I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong, but I admit I haven't done a ton of research, but when is there going to be a female Diddy? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Like a mogul?
Yeah, a record mogul, like a female record mogul.
I think the closest you could come is maybe Eazy-E's wife. When she and that's I'm saying that's as far as I can think of when she took over Ruthless after Eric died.
Right, but did they really put her out there? Like
I don't
They
think so.
didn't.
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah.
Not like that.
So I think maybe when we get to that point, we can really talk about that actually being substantial.
But I'd like to
because
Skits'
that's where the
point,
money's at.
Yeah. And to Skits' point, hopefully that happens soon, man. Maybe Beyonce can become that. Maybe
If anybody could, she would be equipped to do so.
Oh, yeah.
I think. Yeah,
So,
she definitely
that's a great
would.
point.
All right, so we got another topic that came over. Let's see if I can read this. This is dope. Brad, what is your favorite national park?
Oh, I love it.
Signed, Leslie Salazar.
Oh, I love you, Leslie. You're amazing.
Shouts to Leslie.
Yeah.
What is my favorite national park?
I need this too. There's such a
Shit,
great
how
story
long do we
behind
got,
this.
guys?
2 minutes.
Yellowstone.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yellowstone.
But no, you know what? No, I take it back. Grand Canyon National Park.
Grand Canyon National Park.
Yep.
All right.
If
Okay.
you've
My
never
wife
been to the
is-
Grand Canyon, I'd suggest going. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful. And it will kind of like take your breath away a little bit too.
I can dig it.
My wife is actually at Niagara Falls right now.
Nice, man. Yeah.
Word.
I will
word.
be there, but we had this 100th episode.
Yep.
Man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you rocking out,
So
brother,
I
as
kinda
you all
fell back.
as
sure.
you always do. We appreciate you
Indeed.
rocking out.
Great question, Leslie.
So, I believe we have our next guest on deck. Mr. Orange himself is coming over. So, Skits, we appreciate you sitting down with us,
Indeed.
brother.
I'm out. I
need to know
appreciate you,
what's in
son.
there. I need to see you later, I think.
Yeah, because I know you holding.
Oh, is that-
I like how you
is that
drink
the
that.
juice?
Look
Can I
at
have a little sip before you bounce?
Is that the juice?
Skits.
To get you
Dual
loose.
heads. Gentlemen,
My man.
love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Love you
My
too,
man.
brother.
Thank you, brother.
very much.
We got the man himself coming.
We have
hold on,
Mr. Orange.
Have you guys played yet?
10:35.
So
Cool, awesome.
hopefully we
I'll
can
be
catch
there.
y'all.
10:30 p.m.
Don't kill it, man.
I will be there.
You see how much elixir is in here?
Hey,
So-
man, that's just raspberry juice. That's
That's
all that is.
raspberry,
It's
yeah,
just
whatever,
some
whatever
water.
that is.
Some Crystal Light.
So we have Mr. Orange himself is
DJ
in the
𝗏𝗏
building.
He's been on our show
And
twice.
everybody is
Yes.
fresh with the laces, man. Like he even got the laces in his joints, man. Like those are dope. Like everybody's out here stunting with the sneakers. I like that. I like
Indeed. Orange.
that. Orange.
I
Everybody-
got on the orange Adidas to match
do.
the outfit that
You do.
that Spoolz does not like
yes.
because it's fine to you.
I thought it was fresh when I saw it, man. I'll be honest.
Yo,
But
Yeah,
none of you
I
guys
thought
got
it
any
was
of
dope,
these, though.
Wally's Suede Boys.
chocolate frosting.
I see what you did there. I see what you did
Hello,
there.
sir.
𝐏𝐿𝐿 has sat down.
Who we
I
got?
want to say congrats to
Good to see you, man.
𝐿𝐿.
Yeah.
What up?
Everybody
Who just
clap it
tied
up for
the
DJ
knot.
●𝐿𝐿 right now.
Yes,
Oh, did you really?
man.
He literally,
Congratulations,
He
man.
literally
he
just
has the dopest reception ever in life. right
Yes.
now.
Sight.
How does that happen?
Man,
Planning.
Good question. So, I've had a couple things going on the
Okay.
last few weeks.
Yeah.
I came in to jam with y'all on the podcast
did.
a couple
Absolutely
of weeks
did.
ago in the midst of planning the biggest orange ever
Yes.
and secretly planning my wedding in the middle of it.
Yes.
It's wild, dude.
We just talked about you being extra secretive.
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely
Yeah,
did.
because the
pull
first
it
time I
off.
was on the podcast, I had the announcement of Orange up my sleeve.
Yes.
And Jay Diff was like, yeah, man, like, that'd be dope if you could bring it back. And I'm like, oh, man, just wait till Tuesday. and then, this whole time, basically, two people besides Rachel and myself. Well, first of all, we did not plan the wedding until, like, way into the process. We just
Right.
kind of were like, yo, this is the perfect chance. And it's like some family health situations and things like that. We were like, let's just go ahead and do this, you know. And, fortunately, it didn't really take a whole lot of planning. We just had to kind of work out a couple logistics and basically
Right.
get everybody to be at the stage for I was going to do the toast anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. So
I don't think you
I'm
could've
married
did it
now.
any better.
And,
Congratulations,
First
man.
of all, yeah, thank you. And thank you all for being here because this is so dope. I mean,
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
Hey, has the podcast been going well live here tonight?
Yes, man. It's
All
been
right, good.
We appreciate you having us,
but
man, for real.
I appreciate you being
It's
here.
the first time I've had to, because you've been on twice, but I'm always out of town.
You're always
So it's
gone.
good. I know it's brief, but it's good to sit here with you, man,
Yeah,
and
man.
chat.
Thank
so.
you.
And as a person this is my first Orange,
Yeah.
I'm very, very impressed. The turnout is amazing. There are tons of great booths that are here. Hopefully I can walk around and see some of that once we finish up.
Yeah, you definitely should do that.
But this is a very, very good event, man.
Thank you.
You guys did your thing in the planning, preparation. Everything is good, man. So, again, we appreciate you having us come out. We've had a suggestion bowl for our table.
Yeah,
So
that's
Red
what I
August is funneling those in. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into one now.
You could adjust your mic if you
I
need
said,
to. as well.
you reach. See,
I'm
you was
like
reaching
leaning
on
over
that.
here. There we go. That's probably better.
Yeah.
What we
you
got?
reaching
What
on
we got?
that.
What
All
we
right.
got?
Somebody just wrote straight to the point. Indie hip hop. Now, it's spelled indie, so it's not like
It's
indie
here.
hip hop. It's like here, local hip hop.
Indianapolis.
Indie hip hop.
Indianapolis hip hop is excelling. We talked about it when Pope was on.
I agree.
I think it's in probably one of the best places that I've seen it at since I've lived here since 2009.
You would know. You would know.
So I'm extremely encouraged to see where the artists take it. They're very independent. They're grinding together. There's a lot of camaraderie. I'm very curious to see where it goes from here.
I think you and I have talked about this before, like private conversations about continuing to promote positivity in terms of collaboration and just being positive and supporting local artists more.
For sure.
And I think that is a part of the, ascension of everything, because I think more people are starting to support and just come out to events. Like Trees, for example, was a good example of
Shout out
local
to
hip hop
Trees.
shining.
Absolutely.
Shout out
For
to
sure.
Oreo. We had him on here earlier. So I think we have to continue to go along that route. Less hate, more support, more love, more positivity within the city amongst the artists that we have here. And I think it will just continue to trend upward.
Absolutely.
So Spoolz, jump in. Anything you have to say about that?
I mean,
one?
echo kind of what you guys said already too. I've been, I guess a part of it or been around for a while. 10, 12, 13 years or whatever, and it's awesome to see how well indie hip hop is doing right now, man. There's a ton of talented people out there. I think people are really getting their business part together too.
Absolutely.
Good point.
Which is extremely important. You know what I mean? So there's always been talent here, but folks really seem to be, like I said, putting their ducks in a row and finding out what they need to do to get out of this city, which is good too, right? So, no, man, everybody, keep doing your thing. Shit's good, and it's just going to get better, I think, man. So
Absolutely. I mean, I personally want to see, like, we kind of know what, like, some of the, like, older hip-hop from our generation is, and then what's going on now. So I'm going to be real curious to see what sort of the next generation, and we talked about this, I think, before, about, like, what style of hip-hop, or maybe you guys were talking about it on another episode. I don't remember. I just know it was talked about on the podcast. Like, what's going to be, like, the next wave of hip-hop? So, like, we know, like, what's trendy right now, but what's going to be next, and what can come out of Indianapolis? And I know you guys have talked about this, and I know Lone was talking about it, like, several episodes ago, like,
that Indianapolis, like right now, is like ripe for somebody to come out of here. Like,
I agree, 100%.
And I don't know who it is. Like, selfishly, the Mud Kids are going on here like momentarily, like somewhat soon. So I'm gonna have to bounce like fairly soon here. But so that's like the again, like we're the older guys, and like so we're not the future of hip hop, and we're all totally cool with that because we've done our thing. We got nothing to prove now.
Sure.
So I can't wait to see like who comes out of it, and like we said, like shout out to Treese and Oreo and Jones and Brookins for putting that together, because that I want to see that continue, because I think that could not only springboard people coming out of Indianapolis, but bring other artists here to be a part of something, so that Indianapolis can be at least one of the main hubs of hip hop, just like you know New York or Atlanta has been in the past.
Right.
I think that's very well said. I know you got to go, but again, we appreciate you for sitting down with us.
I appreciate all you. 100th episode. Seriously, congratulations to all you guys. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope I get to be on it again one day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no question.
We're all. Hey, by the way, don't forget about our little celebration lunch next week that I told you about the last time.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Right. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks all, everyone. Make sure you tune into the New Old Heads podcast weekly. Make sure you donate to that Patreon. And support these guys and keep this alive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it, man. So again, I want to touch on that subject though, real quick.
Well, we got before you do, hold that. I know we getting ready to get close to wrapping up, but we got somebody in the cut. Can we get one more guest on?
We can keep it going.
My brother, Mr. 𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐻, is in the cut, so we're going to have him come on in and cook for a little bit. But hold your thought, bro, because I'm coming right to you.
My man 𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐻, what up?
So this brother right here, man, I again, everything is tied to Lone because I was gone as the scene started to grow. And he told me about Mr. 𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐻. I had a chance to meet this brother in our first Jay Brookins beat battle probably 2 to 3 years ago. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I said, this guy is immensely talented, plays live instruments, you know what I'm saying? But his Instagram is lit. You know, the swag on his Instagram. You know what I'm saying? He DJs everywhere.
Funny. He's an educator as well. I think that's
educator.
Extremely important.
Yes. I was getting to that part as well. Good point, Spoolz.
No, you weren't.
Okay, I wasn't going to get to that point. But this gentleman is a jack of all trades, man. This brother is very, very sharp brother.
Yeah.
As Spoolz said about the educational piece, involved with Butler University as well here in Indianapolis.
You just rolling it all out, man.
I mean, you out here, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you your just due.
He's
you know
a Sagittarius.
Yeah.
We got Mr. 𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐻 is in the building. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I feel great, man.
Yo,
it's wonderful to be at Orange again, man. I'm glad it happened again. I got to play it a couple times, but it's cool to come out and just kind of check it out. So
he sounds nice on the phone.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Word. So we are taking suggestions. We have a suggestion bowl on our table.
Yeah, I saw that.
People are dropping suggestions in of stuff they want us to talk about. DJ Jay Diff had a thought on our previous topic prior to you coming in. I don't want you to lose that train of thought. Indie artists. Talking about the Indianapolis hip hop scene. Go, sir.
Okay, I think I might have lost a little bit of it because it's been a minute.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'll just say everybody out here is making noise, and they're doing it in the right direction. The music is sounding good. The production is sounding good. Even the visuals. I want to shout out Jay 𝗏𝐿𝐻.
For sure.
Yeah.
He is definitely making some dope-ass visuals for the artists out here.
Word.
Yeah. So does
it's
Red
on a
August.
whole.
Shout out to Red August.
We already know about Red August. He's part of the show. He's a new old head.
He is a new old head.
Anybody affiliated with the new old heads, we already know that's dope.
Yeah,
we already know that's
He
dope.
makes good.
Shout out to the new old heads. Though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I want to shout out Jay 𝗏𝐿𝐻 because we conversed about like his process and what he does. I mean, he's doing stuff here locally, but I mean, he has a national platform.
Yeah.
He literally works for HGTV.
Right.
So
awesome.
he's taking what he does with them and taking it to another level here locally with Indianapolis, Indiana artists. And I really like the direction that he's going. And I suggest him as far as video-wise to anybody out there if you can do it.
That's dope, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Word. So I got another card.
Spit it.
𝗏𝐻𝐿𝐻, I'm coming your way on this one. You being our special guest. The card simply says EPMD.
EPMD?
EPMD.
Oh, man. EPMD
tell me about EPMD.
Man. EPMD is like one of the illest duos in rap history ever.
I would agree.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My thing with them is like it's loops. Like, so it's, I mean, you know, we can cut it up and we can chop it and all that stuff, but you know, like you hear you're a customer, man. It's just a loop.
Yeah.
It's just that JB monorail. It's just over and over again.
Yep.
And I guess at one point in time, they like used like legit tape loops. They didn't have a sampler, so it was like out on a, you know, running it old school way. But
did Eric Sermon do most of their production, or all of it?
A lot of it.
I know he did
I
a
guess
lot
so,
of it.
yeah.
The majority.
Until because then doesn't DJ Scratch comes in. DJ Scratch comes in the picture. What is that on?
Third one?
Not back in business. Strictly business?
Is that him cutting on You're a Customer? Isn't that him?
I think so, yeah.
This DJ Scratch
it got better.
came with something
right?
mean.
Yeah, exactly.
The cuts got way better.
Yeah, Scratch.
Did you guys ever hear the story about how or why they broke up?
It was about something involved with like somebody rushing in the air.
Yeah,
a robbery.
A robbery, right?
Yeah, it's a robbery, right?
It's gangster, man.
Give us a short version.
Short version was Eric and Parrish were at it. Like they weren't seeing eye to eye or whatever. Something over some money. Somebody felt like they owed the other money. I think Eric felt like Parrish owed him money. So apparently Parrish had like a little get together. He had to leave the crib for some reason. Came back around the block, came back, and like everybody in there was tied up.
Man.
Like somebody had ran up in there when he walked out. And Eric Sermon never came out and was like, no, I didn't have anything to do with it.
That's crazy.
He never did.
That's crazy.
He
There
never,
was actually
never said he did.
There was another part to that story too, where somebody's house
The
was
green-eyed
robbed.
bandit.
Yeah, it wasn't somebody.
Yeah, somebody's house was robbed as well.
Yeah.
I think that was Eric's house that was robbed.
Was it?
Yeah. So
All I know, man.
there's a few different elements and levels to that story.
Those dudes are ill, dude. And Eric
No
Sermon's
question.
somebody I've liked since I was really young. I mean, just from like the Def Squad shit and all that too, with Keith Murray and them. So like, classic material, man.
Yeah, I'm cool. I definitely ride with EPMD. Eric Onassis, that album was cold.
They actually
Strictly
kind of
Business.
hit me to Bob Marley because they had the I Shot the Sheriff sample.
Yeah.
I wasn't hip to Bob Marley before then, and that's kind of how I consumed a lot of my
So
music.
EPMD put you on to Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Didn't they sample the Eric Clapton version though?
I think they
I Shot
probably
the Sheriff.
Or is it the vocal part is from the Eric Clapton part?
That
right?
is from the Eric Clapton part.
Yeah.
But like a lot of hip hop introduced me to other music.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
That's
what
how
I'm
I got
saying?
hip to soul when I was younger, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, so shout out to EPMD, man. I think we all grew up on them. We know their
man.
importance.
I also like that they would sample stuff that's like it's real obvious.
Facts.
So you know, and they would still rock it. Like they sample more bounce, but you know, it was dope.
Hey,
so
that
it didn't
was
really
silly.
matter.
That's a skating rink like super jam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Just
So
get down and I go from mine.
I've always thought Eric Sermon is severely underrated. That's just my opinion, but severely underrated.
What that is right now?
What that is? What that is?
It says 𝗀𝐲𝗎𝗄.
𝗀𝐲𝗎.
So shouts to my old coworker 𝐶-Ray. I had I just saw her for the first time in like shouts to Nico Flores in the building.
Flores. What up?
She just popped up. I ain't seen her in it's probably been almost a decade.
Wow.
Maybe 5-6 years, but I had a bunch of the ladies at the spot I used to work at used to call me.
He did say that.
They used to call me 𝗀𝐲𝗎𝗄. So that's where that comes into.
You should have told. You should have told me
But
this.
why though?
I'm gonna have a hard time calling you anything other than 𝗀𝐲𝗎𝗄.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I had to elaborate on it. You know,
𝗀𝐲𝗎𝗄.
That's what it is.
I like that.
You know
so
what?
I'm
Sean,
definitely
not
gonna
afraid
be
to make
using that.
himself vulnerable. I appreciate that.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. What else we got?
Oh man, I figured somebody would do this one. Spoolz is gonna love this one.
No,
Nicki
I'm not.
Minaj versus Cardi B.
Stop it. Stop.
Is neither an option?
Stop.
Was Rhapsody on the back of that?
Stop.
They did not write. They did not
okay.
write Rhapsody
All
on the
right.
back.
Stop.
Listen, man.
Cardi B though.
I gotta say Cardi B just based
Cardi
off
B.
personality.
Cardi B.
I'd
I'd rather hang out with Cardi B.
I would definitely
Like
rather
have a
have
beer, like have a drink or something. Like
yeah.
just kick it. Yeah, for sure.
I'm
I
cool.
put it. I would rather send beats to Cardi B.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's wisdom
Nicki
right
Minaj
there.
acts like she's a little too cool for school these days, man. That's just my opinion.
I mean, on some real though, can y'all imagine like Cardi over like the same beats that like Rock Marciano raps over, but you put Cardi B over him?
That shit would be stupid.
I don't know. I feel like she could probably work with it.
See, I
don't think Nicki Minaj
I thought you were
could,
being
though.
funny because I don't. I think the opposite.
I think she
You don't
could.
think it would work?
I don't see. I've actually addressed this as far as Cardi B is concerned.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cardi B falls right in the pocket of what's hot right now.
No question.
So to his point, if you have some beats that are more hip hop, more grimy, more, you know what I'm saying, it's going to appeal to the other side that's not paying attention to her.
That's
like,
a fact.
Like Cardi B over some Derringer beats.
That would be weird, man. But I think
It
would be
might
decent.
work, though.
But I think
I'm telling you,
Maybe you're right, dude.
Here's what I would say though. I think Nicki would do just as well because Nicki does have bars.
And she can actually rap.
Yeah, when she's not messing around.
Right.
Yeah, but she's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
when
she's
not
been
messing around, she can
she's
rap.
been around longer than Cardi B, so
That's a fact.
she's got a little bit room to mess around a little bit, but she still has bars. We can't say she don't have bars.
Nah, I mean,
she
make music that I don't want to
The
that
joint,
I don't like,
the
but,
joint
you
she
know.
paid homage to Biggie
I mean, I
to
don't
was
listen
actually
to her,
cold. I
but-
like that joint.
Yeah.
Somebody actually, this is creative.
Okay.
It says, actually a plug. Tony's, the new and best steak and shrimp in Indy. Check it out.
Hey, right
All
on.
right.
Right on. That's what's
So,
up.
do we get a free plate now that we read that on the podcast?
Y'all better
all about checks. for
Tony's better.
sponsorship.
That's right.
Tony's better
Cut
come
the
holler
check,
at us
man.
now.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
Tony's,
like
if
steak.
y'all want to holler at us, we
Hey, man, what else you got,
we
man?
like steak and
What you
shrimp.
got?
Ooh, this
What
is
you
a
got?
good one. This
What
is
you
a good
got?
one right here.
What's
Let's
this?
do that
Do
one.
this one? All right.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
that
go
one.
watch some shows, but what you got?
Yeah, we with you on that.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
quick.
Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Food, dessert,
Muff.
That's
Desert.
not what it says. Food. Oh, I'm sorry. Food desert. I'm terrible handwriting. Food
Two
desert
S's or one?
I can't. I barely can read it. Food desert in Fountain Square. Lack of grocery stores. In Fountain Square's lack of grocery stores. I can't answer any of this.
Somebody want to talk about it, or?
I'm cool. I can't elaborate. I'm sorry.
I don't live.
I don't live there, but it'd be great if Fountain Square had grocery stores.
Don't they got a joint?
But I
down
can
on,
just go
like,
right
Virginia?
downtown. Ain't too far. There's a
Where's that
few-
O'Malley's? That O'Malley's right there, isn't it? Or they
O'Malley's
closed that?
ain't-
Yeah,
nah,
that's
O'Malley's
gone.
is closed.
That's been gone
It's
forever.
Needler's now.
Yeah. And then you got Kroger. Didn't they buy the old Mart spot?
The problem
Oh,
is
yeah.
groceries cost too much damn money
Yeah.
Talk that
for
talk,
everybody.
brother.
So that's really.
Yeah.
Talk that talk, brother.
So,
There's
you
that.
know,
There's that.
We could start with that's a conversation I could have, but I don't.
I don't live in Fountain Square.
I guess
so
I never.
nor do I.
Really, you know, the weird thing about it though, we down there a lot.
Yeah.
To be a part of the community in that way.
Sure.
And it is interesting how much we don't really know about it. About that, I don't really know nothing about that.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
Fountain Square is a dope area, but I cannot speak to
No, I
the
don't
topics
know
on that
about
card. So somebody is looking out, man. Wow.
I don't know no Nato Johnson. I don't talk about people I don't know.
Somebody is definitely
I like
looking
that.
out. Shout
I like
out
that.
to
Thank you.
whomever
Somebody
bought
sponsored
this
some water.
Some water.
I like that.
We ain't gonna
Hey,
shout
man,
out the
that was
name
good.
of the water.
Yeah, we can't say the brand
Thank you.
because they haven't cut us a
Appreciate
check yet, but we appreciate that. All right, so you
I guess
you want to wrap it up? Or?
I guess. I mean, we're over 2 hours now, man.
What you got
so-
to say, Kinetic?
About what?
What's on
What's
your
on your
mind,
mind
about
real quick,
anything
brother?
right now?
Oh man, what's on my mind real quick?
Tell them how you feel, Kinetic.
Tell them how you feel, son.
You dropped something new recently.
Man, I don't know. I want people to listen to more music that's outside of what they already listen to.
What
I'm
they
with that.
comfortable with.
Yeah, that's kind of, I guess that's a perennial state for me, but always trying to, I feel like it's easier now. So there's really no excuse. So you just,
Broaden those horizons.
yeah, I mean,
I was saying that to somebody earlier because they was like, how do you feel about hip hop and where it's going and as far as stuff they don't like is out? I'm like, stuff that you like is out here.
oh yeah.
You just have to find it.
Yep.
And I actually pointed at Bringing Down the Band because, you can always find some dope shit on Bringing Down the Band.
Absolutely.
.com.
Hey man, y'all
But-
have, you know what? Thank you for being y'all, man. Y'all have held that down. Woo, man. Long as I've known Sean, so that was like 09, I think, when I met Sean. Because of SER was the record that he put out. It was Smooth Endoplasmic Reticulum.
Yep.
Oh, I remember.
And
Produced.
I don't remember whose
Throwback.
blog it was on, or I don't know how I
So
knew
I
what
think
it was.
I think I handed you a mixtape.
Maybe, yeah.
But it
oh
was
yeah, probably as something for Brad
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah,
It might
Tall-
have been or locals or something.
That was early tall black guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So when I remember when he first started to kind of grow, I remember like, I remember that dude. But yeah, man, y'all been in that lane holding it down for, man, close to 10 years now, really. So
Yeah.
thank you. It's appreciated.
I got hip to Action Bronson through Bringing Down the Band.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bringing Down the Band is definitely a place where you can
Yep.
you can find that heat, find that product. So Kinetic, we appreciate you sitting down with us,
Yeah, man.
brother.
Hey, man,
go
it's
enjoy
good to see
yourself.
y'all, man.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm going to go catch 𝗏𝘓𝐻 Kids, and then I got to
Yeah.
get on stage with Banks nicely later. So,
Hey.
word.
Okay.
We
Word.
gonna-
What
we gonna
time?
see all that.
I think 𝗏𝘓𝐻 Kids, they might be on
10:35.
What time do you go on? You and Banks?
late.
Alex is playing at 11:15, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then whatever art stage is in here somewhere. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good Spoolz, good to see you as
You
well.
too,
Thank
man.
you,
As
brother.
always, dude. I know, man.
Hey,
Marvin
I don't
Gaye
go places
vibes.
anymore.
Real Marvin Gaye vibes.
We're gonna talk about that beanie later. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later. I see your swag though, brother. We're gonna talk about that later, right? I've been
Thank you,
told
sir.
that we have one. I've been told by Red August that we have one final guest that's in the cut, but I cannot see who it is.
All right, bring him around.
We have one. You said we have one final guest.
We got one guest.
Who is our last person?
Well, we're about to find out.
Ah.
Hey,
Nico.
my man.
Word. So this is our last guest.
Shouts to my guy Nico Flores in the
How you
building.
doing?
What's going on,
The
sir?
guest has a guest. Who's the other?
The guest has a guest.
We got guests on guests. We only got one mic. Who's my man right here?
Hey guys.
What's up, Nico?
What's up, man?
What's that?
What's up, man?
He don't have his headphones on.
Put the headphones on so
Plot
we can hear you.
twist.
Yeah, plot twist.
Plot twist.
Nico Flores is a very talented DJ.
Okay.
He teaches the academics. He teaches the DJ stuff.
Oh,
you
this
know.
is way better now.
Yeah. make sure you're up in the mic so we can hear you too.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Who's my guy over here? Who we got over here?
Introduce your homie.
Oh, this is Charlie Cheeseman. This is a homie. He's at IUPUI doing the production school down there.
Okay.
Super good producer.
That's
Nice.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. I like
So
that hat too.
we got a
little
production school teacher, right? And he's a production school teacher.
I do that.
Shout out to furthering the education out here in this
Indeed.
production world.
Small world.
He
All right.
can't hear what we saying, so he probably thought I just said, this is one of the white guys, and
This is one of the white guys.
We got a lot of white people in the building right now. Shouts to all the white people.
We see you. We see y'all. All right. So,
All right.
what do we want to throw
some-
around? We got one more
We got
topic.
Limelight out in the crowd.
Hey,
He just
shout out
killed his
to DJ
set.
Limelight.
Yeah.
All right. So,
One more topic. What's the final
this is the
topic?
final topic. Man,
My man.
universal basic income.
Universal basic income?
Universal basic income.
Ooh, you know what? I actually like that idea. I read something about that.
I need you.
What
I
does
need
that
you,
mean?
Yeah, I need you.
Because-
I need you to tie that in for me.
So there was I don't hold up, let me mute this mug real quick.
I need you to tie that in for me
I
because
feel
I'm
like
asleep.
I watched there was a politician that was talking about having some sort of universal income. Maybe I'm fucking up here, but I feel like it was like no matter who you were, even if you were working or not, you got like a specific amount of money no matter what.
Really?
Yes. And when they broke it down, it actually made a lot of sense.
Okay.
But that's all that I remember from it.
Is it more from the socialist?
It is very socialist, democratic socialist standpoint of sorts. But it was like, this encourages people to actually spend in the free market and stuff like that as well, blah, blah, blah. But I don't really remember anything more on that.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any?
The concept sounds better than like trickle-down economics to me.
Well, trickle-down economics is kind of some bullshit.
It is. So as far as the money being spread out so that you can stimulate the economy and all that, I would like this universal basic income idea better than
for sure
trickle-down economics.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm
and that's
sleep
all I
on
have
that.
to say about that.
I just need to know a little bit
What you think,
more.
Nico? You got any comments? Make sure you pull the mic down so we can hear you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Got to talk right in that mug.
I feel like it's a concept that is kind of maybe inevitable. Just as like AI gets better, automation gets better, and there's billions and billions of more people every year. I feel like, how many people are going to be needed to work at Mickey D's? How many people are going to be needed to work at Walmart? Even like how many accountants will the world need?
For sure.
So I feel like some sort of spread out income can fix a lot of problems, but I don't think it's likely to happen because I feel like the people who have all the money, why would you want to split it up?
I could dig
Great
that.
point.
All right, so we'll close it with this one. This is the last one. This is heavy too, and this is straight to the point. It says, "Do Black Lives Matter?"
Really?
That is what is on the card.
It depends who it's from.
I'll say, they do to me. I can't say they do.
And they do to me as well, but it depends on who we're talking about because there's a lot of white folks with Black lives don't give a fuck. So
my whole thing with that is, why is there always a rebuttal to something? So I feel like the Kaepernick kneeling is the pretty much new Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
So to combat him kneeling, you want to protest the NFL based off of that. and it has nothing to do with what you're trying to make it make. You know what I'm saying?
To me, it's a really good example of cognitive dissonance. Like when you're so removed from something for so long, you kind of have this bubble around you.
Right, right,
to where
right.
you like anything that you automatically become defensive for no reason about things and have to have like a rebuttal. Like it's just
and
sad.
there's like no reason for you to be defensive about it.
It's like we can't talk about Black Lives Matter because I feel it makes me feel a certain way, and I got to say something else about it. It's like
that's a good
point. Like
that's
you want to put not saying you, but you want to put your own twist on it,
right?
To make it mean
everybody has their own version.
Just this matters.
Yep.
Right. Let's let our man.
Everything matters.
What do you think, sir?
I feel like old white people just want to complain about some shit.
That's a
you know
good
what I
point,
mean? That's
too.
it. That's
Yeah.
fucking it. Like
Wow.
old white politicians just want to complain about some shit. Like, who cares if this man's kneeling? Like, when does kneeling become like a problem in any sense of the word? We used to kneel before kings and shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
It's respectful.
Sorry,
That's real.
I'm supposed to cuss on here, but you know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
That's real.
with
That's
someone
straight to
like
the
taking
point.
a knee.
That's
That shit
real.
is crazy, man.
It is.
All right, man.
All right, man. We gonna wrap it up, I guess.
I think we appreciate you, gentlemen, for
Thank
sitting
you, guys.
down with
Thank
us.
you.
Shouts to my man Nico.
Yeah.
Shouts to
What's your name again, man?
Charlie Cheeseman.
Charlie Cheeseman. All right.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Thank y'all for stopping by, brother. Y'all have fun. Go enjoy yourself at the festival.
I want to say thank you very much to Orange.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the whole Orange staff and
Yes.
everybody who's put on tonight. Congratulations to Ryan and Rachel on
Yes.
their wedding.
Yeah, surprise wedding.
Congrats.
Great
DJ Gabby
turnout.
Love is in the building again.
She got the daggers.
I see. So yeah, man, this has been dope.
Shouts to Gabby Love. I don't know what she just said.
But we see her out there. This has been dope, fellas. This is our 100th episode. I want to say it has been a pleasure being with you guys. We've grown. We've taken some L's. We've learned. We've had mistakes.
What L's we done took?
Just preparation, man. Like we started off rough. They don't know that we practiced first, so we had to
They
get right.
still don't
before
gotta know.
I want to tell
Those
them.
were
We
no
put the work
fucking
in.
L's.
Those were fine, and those weren't
That's what
L's.
you're supposed to do.
We've been cold since day one then.
Hey.
But nah, man, honestly though, I appreciate the growth. I appreciate what we've done thus far. I think we're onto something, and I hope it continues to expand and grow, and I think we're gonna do well.
Yep.
Agreed,
I
man.
know we're gonna do well.
I like
It's
that.
been,
Speaking into
Godspeed.
existence.
Godspeed.
It's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, so we got more to come, and again, everyone that has listened to us or stopped by, suggestions, anybody that has signed up for the raffle. Matter of fact, I forgot about the raffle.
It don't matter.
It don't matter? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
because that's outside of the event, but
We'll take care of
thank
that.
y'all for
Shout out to
this.
Red
Thank y'all
August.
for checking us out.
Red
live.
August as well, episode 100.
Shout out to Jay Moore. We love you.
Yes, Jay Moore, we love you, bro.
Hey,
And I guess we'll see you at episode 101.
That's right.
let's do it.
All right, peace.
Put that extra sauce on them for 101.